And we're live. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
As always.
We're back. We're back. A
A
little late, but we're here. We're here. We're ready to go. We're ready to find out what's happening. Hello to chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome back, our only fan, who we know is absent for a bit, but who's all caught up and ready to see what happens to the party.
Okay.
Nothing bad.
Yeah, just a spot of
Nothing
here.
Nothing bad could happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen. It's fine.
Okay, so I did leave you guys with the intro question to start with. Hopefully you guys had a chance to think about it, which is just a fun one. What will your character be as a candle scent? Now, if you haven't thought about it just yet, feel free to go on Etsy and just look up like D&D candles, because people go nuts for that kind of shit. And like, there's some really interesting combinations.
D&D. I didn't even think of like combining the two. I was just like, oh, what are candle smells? Like, what do people buy?
But,
like
it could be like
linen.
sea salt,
Right.
sea salt, sandalwood, linen. What's the one that I have here? Driftwood and
if
kelp.
People need time
Kelp?
to think. I'm
Yeah,
ready to go.
It's a pirate-themed candle.
Go ahead. Ooh.
Alright, so
Marcus
for,
candle.
Dungeons and
for a
Candles on
Mr.
Etsy, I
Marcus
really
candle.
recommend it. They're Melbourne-based as well.
Are you
it's-
angling
the
for
visual of
sponsorship,
Marcus's
Lisa? Is this what
candle.
this is?
I'm just like, I have no
We're
idea what to
putting the
think about
cart
this
before
week.
the horse. We have to
Yeah.
get the promo before you start.
yes, for any promotional opportunities, please contact us at misfortuneship@gmail.com. I wonder if that's
actually
taken.
act-
We don't actually have a Gmail account, I don't think.
we
Yeah, no.
do, but that's not it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
Huh.
I think
Is
it's
it misfortunate
the
gmail.com?
misfortunate. I have to go check.
the misfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay. As for the Mr. Marcus candle,
Just shaped like a top hat.
you know what?
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that, but it makes gosh darn sense. So it's going to
Gotta
be a
think about
black,
the visual marketing.
candle. so it'll be a black colored candle in the shape of a top hat. So it's got a little flare at the bottom of the top hat. Brilliant. And as for the scent, when you burn it, it's going to be the first note that hits you will be like a sweet vanilla essence coming out of the candle, and that represents the purity that Marcus, I believe, has. And then as you let the aroma linger, you also take in a note of what reminds you of like the motor oil, that greasy kind of smell from someone who's also works hard. So
So
it's kind of a bit
Stop
sweet.
burning it in the first 5 minutes before you get to that part.
Yeah.
To like a workshop.
But
art
yeah,
workshop.
so kind of a mix of industrial but also sweetness.
Well, I
Nice.
think you've just scuttled our
Ah, shit.
potential
Sorry, no.
collaboration opportunity.
If it's any help, I did just use a perfume that I was interested in buying and just altered it.
Noise. Yeah. It would be funny if, like, at the end of Marx's candle, like, there's like an explosive at the end.
Yeah,
Ooh,
goes up
like
with
popping
bang.
candy.
Deuce would have a very specific take on his candles, or his candle, I suppose. I'm already imagining the franchising and the opportunities there, because the way I thought of it, Deuce, he likes to play tricks on people. So I took my inspiration from Harry Potter Land and the Bernie Bott's many billion flavor beans, or whatever they're called. So his candles would, have a progression of scents. You'd start off with some forest canopy, some ocean's caress or seaside villa, but somewhere in between those layers of lovely scents, you'd get like rotten eggs and rancid flatulence all in one candle. And then he'd pop on the commercial and be like, buy from Oladra's Odorous Originals, and like have this little candle and his little face on it. So that'd be his candle. A little bit of tricksiness in there for you.
We're not doing very well with our franchising opportunity.
Everyone would
Any of us
love
have a
trick
marketing
candles.
degree?
Come on. What was that?
Do any of us have a marketing degree?
No, I work in marketing though.
Okay.
We'll work
Without a
on it.
marketing degree.
Yeah. PR doesn't need marketing.
Well,
Alright.
maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe we do.
My first thought of an Annie candle was like apple cinnamon pie for some reason. But I think there'd also be some, because we're talking about notes and undertones. I think there'd be sort of like an undertone of kind of like firewood or something. Sort of like it'd been sort of like the pie had been baked in sort of like a wood burnt oven
campfire.
or something. Yeah, yeah. So something like a little bit smoky and earthy and probably kind of dusty to it as well.
I freaking love campfire scent candles. Oh my god. I'll link you guys a really nice one later. Alright, next.
I think desires would be like really intensely heady, you know, like leather and balsam and spices. Just a real like punch in the face of opulent smells.
You're like, can I get drunk from this candle? Yes.
Yeah, I think I
It's
am.
giving me a headache.
And you know, I'd like the wick to burn like green, you know, which is in reference to the parties that she used to throw back when she only had minor cantrips from her warlock pact, would kind of put on a bit of a spectacle and in the lighting of those events.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know candles. I don't know. But okay, two things come to mind, two options for Bree. One is either because she does like go scouting, go more of an outdoorsy kind of person. I was thinking that like, yeah, forests, just like, I don't know, nature, campfires, that kind of smell, like for one. The other, I don't know how to describe it, but if someone could just make it into a candle, that'd be great. But you know, when you pass by one of those Asian bakeries and it smells like super nice and like sweet and just delicious, I wish, yeah, that would be the other option of pretty much.
Kind of
what-
like sense of sweetness, that freshly milled flour
Oof, yeah, bread, fresh honey
Bread.
bread.
and dough. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dough smell.
Bree smells like a Subway.
Oh,
Come out.
Oh, the baked biscuits, all the cookies.
all the cookies, yeah. Like, so it's either
Oh.
like
Well, the
kind of
cookies
like
smell so
a
nice,
nice
like, seriously.
bakery, or just like kind of like a nighttime, just camping. Just, yeah, I don't know. I don't do candles, but
We'll just
hopefully,
combine
if
the
someone
two.
can
like
absorb those two elements into it, that, yeah, kudos to you guys. That's it.
There is actually one
it couldn't
candle I
just
have
smell
that I
like
think would be
the side of
perfect.
a bed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa, what? I missed
Oh
what
no,
you said.
there is actually one candle I have that I think actually matches your description really perfectly.
Oh wow!
Fuck.
I'm
What
linking
the...
it in the chat.
Like
I don't know.
Here's the
I'm
photo
on
in
a
the chat.
fire.
Yeah. I know. Oh, this is our own chat. That's right. I'm not linking it on like the
I'll
showroom
put it in
thing.
the Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, another one would be, what is like bread top candle? That would be
Bread
like-
top candle. Definitely would buy that.
Bread top or any, I can't remember what other Asian bakery stores in Australia are open anymore, so yeah, one of those. So good. That's it.
What are open these days? Oh, what's the other one? I went to blank. There's another one that's like bread top, but it's not. It's a different brand.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh.
Technical.
our conversation has strayed. Also,
Yeah.
technically, we are on the start of a new day, so I think we can probably do our foretelling rolls again.
Oh, okay.
We didn't end up
Sure.
using the previous ones.
Oh yeah, we didn't
Oh,
use it.
right,
Okay. I mean, let's
Like-
see.
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay.
I figured you'd just use the unused one.
Yeah, likewise. But if you
Oh,
want to
do
do
we
it,
wanna do
just
that?
do it.
All right, never mind then. Let's just use the unused ones. Otherwise,
Okay,
we'll just put up a waste. Because I
fine.
think we all wrote pretty interesting ones.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were saying, yeah, by the way, you had a long rest, and it's like, did we just fall asleep
No,
in
I
front of the abbot?
No, because
Tsar and
technically you
Marcus-
guys because you guys had a long rest before and then in the morning like Arago and all of them came, so technically we are in the start of a new day. We just didn't do the foretelling rolls before, but I'm happy to keep the ones that we did previously. All right, let's see here. Okay, so previously on Misfortune Shepherds. On the way back to Krezek, you guys discussed your experiences in Castle Ravenloft, fearing for Irina's safety. Deuce uses his divination magic to ask Oladra if Irina would be harmed in the next few days, and was told that she would be fine for now. Using the Sending Stone, you were able to update Van Richten and learn that he'll be reaching Krezek in the next day with Stella, Yevgeny, and Aragel, along with all of your pets. Meeting up with Esmeralda again, they seem to be in better spirits and hopes to get back on the road soon. They asked if they could accompany you if you were to head to Berez, as there are rumors that the Witch of Berez may be Strahd's mother. Returning to the Crystal Pool, you call upon Sergei's soul and lower the hilt beneath the surface. This magnificent blade of sunlight is forged, completing the Sun Sword for the first time since its destruction. Contacting Sergei through the spirit box whilst holding the sword, Annie finds the voice speaking directly into her head and thanks you all for completing it. After figuring out how to, this is just a fun thing that happened last week. But like after figuring out how to say "shining short swords," you head to Lucas farm for a giant mug of hot chocolate. Finding Ilya there, you learn that his insatiable hunger seems to have subsided, and that Lucas' 30th birthday is in 2 weeks. Going into a long rest, Bree is visited by a dream. Finding herself in an abandoned dungeon, a sarcophagus made of amber calls out, drawing her nearer and nearer. Walking up, she recalls seeing a plaque with the name Camulus engraved into it. The next day, Desire identifies the properties of the Sun Sword, as well as feeling a sense of sentience from the weapon itself. Soon, Van Richten, Aragel, Yevgeny, and Stella arrives. Van Richten passes along Snuffles and Waffles, who seem to have grown in twice the size since you last saw him. Aragel updates you all on what's been happening in Vallaki, how the orphanage has been given much more funding from the town under Father Lucian and the Mardikov's de facto leadership, and how trade has been opened up between the town and the Vistani encampment, which is now allowing Vistanis to come in and out as they please. The remnant of Lady Wachters book club has also been apprehended and are now serving their punishment of labor throughout the town under Father Lucian's guidance. Yevgeny leaves to return to Vallaki, and you feel Van Richten and Aragel in on the nature of the abbot's deals. They're quite disturbed by the idea, but has agreed to accompany you up. Arriving at the Abbey, Marcus and Desire break off to find the grave of the Undying Roses that you guys saw in with the clue in the crypt. Locating it in the south, you fit Tasha's holy symbol into the tombstone, causing it to crumble and reveal a bronze ring, which Desire picks up. And then you guys climb up the side of the wall and onto the battlements. Exploring further, you find the room with Emily, the girl who has suffered the abbot's experiments. You find Emily again, however she seems to be in much worse shape than Bree last saw her. She seems to have suffered a lot more of the abbot's modifications and have gotten weaker. Down in the courtyard, Stella is presented to the abbot for healing. The abbot agrees to heal her first, then discuss Annie and Deuce's previously upon repayments after. You all witness the abbot violently grab Stella by her face, while this light shines from his hand, as Stella's jaw seems to unhinge unnaturally, and as she lets out this terrified scream of pain. Now, okay, so what we're going to do is, Ravenswoods, do you guys want to do anything first before we jump back into the abbot? Or do you want me to go straight into the abbot?
Sorry, was that?
Because you guys are technically not there in the abbot's scene right now. You guys are upstairs in the room with Emily in it.
No, I feel like we're all waiting for this cliffhanger in the Abbot, so we can do that first.
All right.
The Ravenswoods are awaiting a blood-curdling scream to do anything.
All right. Hold on a second. I'll put you guys back on the map then. In that case. All right. So I suppose you'll be able to hear Stella scream from where you are as well, because it sort of like rings throughout the entire Abbey.
I mean, I can
Um,
resolve the thing with Emily first if this is going to move into something bigger and longer.
No, let's do this part first, and then
Okay.
we can jump back into the Ravenswoods, and you guys can react to Stella screaming if you would like. But so as that happens, Stella's screaming.
Cliffhanger.
Pardon?
I said come through cliffhanger.
Oh. Okay, so as Stella's scream seems to ring out through the Abbey, you hear this cacophony of yelling and screeching in response from the eastern side of the building. Stella's face is morphing in this weird way. You see fur and whiskers sort of shoot out from one side of her face before it seemingly melts back underneath her skin. Her eyes shift rapidly back and forth from her normal brown to yellow with black slits. As all this is happening, Aragel draws his sword and exclaims, "Take your hands off her now!" But the cat, like as the cat-like features that was sprouting out from Stella's face seems to recede back underneath her skin. The light underneath the abbot's hand vanishes and she crumples to the ground, gasping for breath. And the abbot just folds his hand gently and goes, "There, the child has returned."
Annie is going to rush. I think she's already nearby, but sort of rush over to her and sort of like put an arm around her and sort of like check for vitals. Check her vitals. Yeah, pulse, breathing.
Take her obs.
Yeah, it's check for obs.
Okay, so
See
Stella.
Dr. ABC.
Yes, Stella is half support, like sitting on the ground. She is breathing her really rapidly, but she just goes when you try and put your hands around her, she seems to shrink back a little bit as like she's kind of like senses touch properly for the first time in a while, and she looks about at you all fearfully and go, "What happened? Why is everything so loud again? Where's Victor? Where's Mother?"
Aragel?
And use your keen mind to tell her everything.
Where is Victor and Mother?
Well, technically, he wouldn't know where Victor and Lady Walker is.
I don't know why. They're
You're muted, Morgan.
They're at another Burgermeister's place in another town. Is that right? I think. Is that right? No.
That's right. You've 100% got it. Well done, King Mind.
Yeah, that's right. That was Victor and his mother that we took to... I forgot what town. Oh, shit.
Barovia.
Annie would know that you guys took Victor.
Yeah.
And,
Yep, Annie tells
yeah.
what it is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Victor and... Barovia? Why? Oh gosh, I remember things, but it seems that I haven't been in control of myself for the last however many months it's been.
That's true. You were, you got infected by the spells, and we've, the kind abbot here, and he sort of gestures up to him.
He just like gives a
has
nod.
has absolved you of this. You're back to your regular self now.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Abbey of St. Markovia.
And
Aragel
yes, keep going.
Aragel and other hot boy brought you here, and they'll happily take you home.
Well, that sounds weird.
I can't remember the name.
You mean Van Richten? Who is now in
Wasn't
his
there another one?
He left.
Octavio and Ariel, right?
There was
Yeah,
there was
the
a
hunter
hunter.
left. He left.
Yeah, he left that morning. This morning.
Oh,
in game
Okay.
this morning.
And it's
God damn it.
Rictavio, and Rictavio, I believe, is not hot.
He's in. He's in bard form right now?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying it's not hot.
Okay, I forgot that other guy had left. Yeah, Aragol here will gladly take you home.
He's been looking after you since you've been ill and has been helping at the orphanage, if that eases your mind.
Wait, orphanage? Why was I? Why was I at the orphanage?
Oh shit.
You remember your mother and brothers?
Of course I remember them. I mean, what happened in the last few months has been, I don't remember much of it. It seems I was on the peripherals, but why? And only then do you realize that she kind of like holds herself as she realizes how cold she is, as Arago like takes off his cloak and just like drapes it over Stella.
Yeah, there was a downfall, and your mother fled with your brothers, but left you behind.
At this point, Arago sort of helps Stella stand up and goes, it might be best if you just rest up in the caravan for now. It's you've been through a lot. We can explain everything to you in more detail later. And Stella being quite confused follows Aragel to the caravan as she kind of just like sits on the edge and watches you all. But at this point, the abbot turns towards you, Annie, and goes, "Well, splendid. Her mind has been reassembled again. Now, Miss Priorshade, do follow me upstairs. Clopin shall assist us in removing your vocal cords." Just gestures towards.
Annie?
Wait, what? This today? What?
Yeah, I thought we discussed that dearest What's the fucking notes?
Keen mind! Keen mind! Keen mind though!
Sierra needs a keen mind for real life.
Oh, I
keen
actually
mind for
need
real
an
life?
IRL keen mind.
I think we all do, but yeah.
The name of the homunculus.
Wait, what?
There has been no homunculus.
There's no
What?
homunculus. You're
There's a
talking about
homunculus.
the simulacrum.
Were you?
Wow, is that
Are you?
is
Because
homunculus- Are they even in D&D?
Yeah, but I don't know where you keep
oh,
getting
are you
homunculus
talking about
from.
like
You need to like craft them or
Oh,
summon
you're
them.
talking about Basilka, the flesh golem.
Basilka.
Oh, Basilka, yes. Sorry, this is taking it out at the moment.
It's all
Yeah, I
good.
do believe we discussed that dearest Basilka wasn't yet ready to accept the gift of my vocal cords.
Ah, yes, that was what was previously agreed upon. However, Basilka's voice has been getting quite crackly lately. I fear that her current parts need to be replaced.
I didn't even know she had a voice at current.
I have been teaching her how to vocalize and sing in preparation for being the devil's bride.
Well, maybe in the meantime I could continue on with his lessons to make sure that she's adequately well equipped.
You will stay in the Abbey to teach Vasilka.
Yes. Well, I can come and visit.
Vasilka does require a teacher, if you may. However, she does eventually need those cords replaced.
Yes, that we didn't want what happened to uh, poor Miss Kate's leg to happen to my darling vocal cords that I am going to bequeath her with.
Oh, worry not, my child. I can offer you something even better. How about the
Oh.
throat of a wolf that can carry a howl for a mile away? Much better
Oh
than
no,
the
I've already
current
done
cause
that.
that
I've
you
already
have.
done wolf. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in wolf. I've done that. I've been there. I've done
Oh,
that.
there's other animals that I can offer. Plenty more modifications too, if you wish to shed this human facade and reach your true potential.
My true potential, you say?
Yes, yes, there's so much more we can better you with.
While they're having this exchange of conversation as to what Annie's new is going to be sounding like, Juice just wants to like walk like the perimeter of where we are, mentally trying to like send messages to the Ravenswoods if he's within 30 feet as he walks the perimeter, like things are getting serious here. I don't know which way they're
would
gonna
say,
go. I don't know which
I
way
would
they're
say
gonna
as
go.
you, I would say like as you kind of like sneak away from the group to try and walk the perimeter, the abbot turns towards you and go, Mr. Wildora, do not stray far. We have your repayment to discuss later as well.
Oh no, I'm just marveling at the beautiful architecture around the Abbey. It's just so lovely. I wanted to get a closer look and just look around. I'm not going too far, don't you worry.
Um,
Do ensure you keep your skin intact.
while this is, I guess, while they're conversing, before, so I remember where we left off last time. Desire messaged Bree in her mind to know what's happening, and but once he started asking for Annie's payment, Bree does the whole Avengers tapping the ear thing. It's like, okay. Girl's healed, asking for Annie's payment right now, and I think Juice's payment is following right up now to Mayday. Mayday.
Wait, but like they can't hear this unless they're actively listening to you, right?
I assumed I was waiting for my response.
So message would be a cantrip if you didn't reply immediately.
So
I
wasn't
don't know whether
okay.
Yeah.
uh I don't know
I don't
whether it
think
just
it's like a
calls
tap
reply.
in thing. Yeah.
Tap.
No, but
Tap
it's,
in,
it's
tap
like
out.
yeah, like message is not like if Desire activates message, she doesn't immediately hear what's in your mind. I
Okay.
think.
If it was too late, ignore that. I'm gonna let Juice do the messaging if he could. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
In that case, let's go back to the Ravenswood. So you are now in the room with Emily. You've just heard this terrified screaming coming from the courtyard and the screeching coming from the rooms below you. What are you doing? I'll keep everyone on this map unless you guys want me to actively do something that requires me to move the map.
I'm going to say to Emily, it seems like we're needed elsewhere.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I don't know how long it is until we can return. What is it that you'd like us to do?
Emily very weakly croaks out, help me or end me.
Is there a window in this place? Can we see what's going on outside?
I don't. Let me just have double check. I don't believe you'll be able to see into the courtyard itself because you're kind of in like a You are in. Actually, you know what? I'll just put you guys on that map so it's easier for you guys to see. But the room you guys are in right now isn't facing the courtyard. You'll be able to see outside in front of the abbey, but not into what's happening in the courtyard right now.
Okay. So we can hear
But you
something's
can hear it.
happening, but don't really have any clue yet.
It's not exactly the
Um,
best like sound insulation in this place, so
If we take you from this place, we can't. I have no guarantee. I'm not a healer, and there's no guarantee we can help you out in one piece. And you would be choosing to live like this. That's not a choice I can make for you.
so what are you implying?
I guess I'm trying to figure out what she means by help, because Desire will be looking at Marcus as she says this, because we don't want to fight the abbot right now. We can't carry her out like this.
You
Can't
could
shove her in the.
Alright. Okay, so Marcus will look at Desire and honestly be slightly surprised from the slight. Like he sees Desire as like a pillar of strength, constantly, asserting herself and never seeming to have doubts. But, he can tell there's a bit of hesitation and, true to his word about making hard decisions, he grasps Desire's hand and looks to Emily on the bed and says, "The only help we could provide you right now at this time is, as you said, ending your suffering. If you're willing to wait through the pain, there may be a chance down the line, but there's no guarantee. That's all we can offer you. I'm sorry."
You see Emily sort of use what's kind of leftover energy. She makes a weak chuckle and goes I tried. I waited. But I'm too tired. Just let me sleep.
Yes. It's time for you to have a rest and be free from all this suffering.
Okay. Desire will steel herself and reach into her bag and take out so Emily, she still has some remnant of her human face.
Yeah, it's been like as I said last week, it's like seems like there's a chunk of a skull that has been like removed and a ram's horn has been sewn into its place. You do see like probably about like 3/4 of her face is still her own. One of her eyes has been changed into that of an animal's, but there is still that human semblance in there, even though her skin seems to be like graying and there's this like sicklish green that seems to imply like gangrene and yeah, it's not good.
Desire will take one of the small blades with poison on it that we took from the traps in Strahd's castle and she will hold it next to Emily's hand, and she will also take out, and she'll say, "When you're ready, hold on to this. But let me give you something to bring you a little bit more peace before the end." and she'll take out the potion of labeled youth that we got from the hag's windmill,
Mhm.
and a small hand mirror. And she will hold up the potion to Emily's lips and let her take a sip from that.
Are you showing her like herself in the mirror already, or are you waiting
Not yet
until
until she
next?
takes the sip.
Okay, yeah. She weakly opens her mouth and sips from the bottle that you gave her. And yeah,
Do you need the description from that? I know it was a long time ago.
no, it's okay. But as as she lays there breathing very very lightly, you see that what is left of her human self on her face, the color seems to come back into it's sort of like the green and the purple sort of like drains away in a weird sense. Her cheeks are plumper, kind of like rosy and pink as if a healthy person would be. Her eyes, the one remaining human one, seems to glow a little bit brighter. She does look a lot more revitalized, but her
I will hold up
deformities are still staying in place.
the hand mirror in a way that kind of focuses on the half of her face that's intact, and try to remember yourself as you were. You'll be going. Maybe you can go to a place where you can be that person again.
You hold up the mirror to her. She sees herself for the first time in a long while. She chuckles very weakly, and you see that out of her human eye, tears seems to be streaming down her face. As she's using the last of her strength to smile, you feel her hand close upon the dagger that you were holding out to her. But with that, she gives a very weak. She thanks the both of you with a very weak voice. And
Marcus will grab her hand and just squeeze it.
Yep. Desire, you feel like the blood that the way she's holding onto the dagger, it's sort of like digging into her skin. Blood sort of trickles down the dagger and starts to stain your own hand.
I will wrap her hand around the hand of hers that's holding the dagger, and just we'll linger a moment until we see her close her eyes.
Yep. So with that, she closes her eyes slowly, but with a smile on her face, as she sort of breathes a last breath that sounds a bit more like relief than pain.
Desire will just kind of arrange whatever hair she has left to kind of cover the part of her skull that's exposed, and touch the side of her face, and then look to Marcus and nod.
Marcus will fold her hands over so she looks, that she's resting in peace. And then Marcus is going to, he's got a tear coming down his cheek, and he's going to reach out to hug Desire.
Okay. Desire will hold for a moment.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got a message from him. It's just, we're still technically invisible. Oh,
I'm gonna say, since you interacted with an object, you guys are probably not that invisible anymore.
All right.
Technically, we did damage to a person, so we would have
Yeah.
dodged that.
Technically.
Where?
It just ruined the moment in
it
my
ruined
head.
the
I mean, like
moment.
the floating knife and the floating mirror. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to chop invisibility so that can actually be
Oh, even your Minji was
Nice.
hallucinating by the end.
A nice
Makes
moment.
sense.
Okay.
yeah. So yeah,
We should go.
Yeah.
Who knows what trouble they're getting themselves into out there.
well, from the sounds of it, a lot.
I don't know whether they'll understand what we did here, but
Well,
I think it's for the best.
it definitely is for the
What are
best.
her options? To go work for a man like Strahd and shuffling about like a servant?
Yeah, or even if she recuperated, being stuck in the Abbey for the rest of her life, probably imprisoned in one of those cells to go mad. It was a mercy, my dear.
Well, we'd better go before the rest of them end up in this situation.
Yeah, we should probably get eyes on what's happening though. So can we move to the room to the south? which does have
Where's
a window?
love?
Oh yeah, where is love?
I don't know, where is love?
Yeah, like we've got the
What
where's
is
Molly
love?
option.
Baby, don't hurt me. I
You
mean,
don't-
Yeah, we all thought it.
well, love is currently
Um,
in the room to the side of
All right, if there's a window,
In
I'll
the
let
western
Love
room.
go out and circle over the courtyard and look out through her eyes.
Okay, so love flies out, circles through the courtyard. You see, you currently see the Abbey talking to Annie and Bree. Dew seems to be off in the outline, the walls of the Abbey itself. Arago and Stella in the caravan. He has like a protective arm slung over her. Van Richten is standing behind Bree in a very sort of like you can see that his hand is like gripping the cane, his sword cane very, very tightly as if he's like ready to draw. You can hear through love as well, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe it's all senses.
Yeah. So you hear the abbot go. You hear the abbot go. I'll say at this point, this is where you hear the abbot tell Annie to follow him upstairs, as Kolpin should assist us in removing your vocal cords.
Oh, it seems like so Desire will disengage with Love senses and say it appears the payment schedule has been somewhat accelerated. I still have no intention of fighting the abbot,
No,
but if we
I-
can at least cause some kind of distraction, we could perhaps.
Well, we've got
Wait.
all those, from what Brianna told us, downstairs. There are all those mongrel, those patients who have been locked up. Perhaps
Yeah,
they
I don't
could
think you
serve as
really
a
know the term
distraction.
mongrel folk, but yes.
Yeah, I prefer patients.
Right, well, we've lost our invisibility, so we simply need to be more careful from here on out.
Indeed. I mean, I can still cast invisibility. 2 more times. But obviously I can only cast on one of us, and I'd rather cast it on you, my dear.
Is there something else I can do?
Okay. You are ingenious after all. What are you
So-
thinking?
And Desire will, with a dramatic flourish, resemble the abbot.
It's the spinning image. If Bree were here, she'd probably want to stab you.
Remind me to drop the illusion before we encounter her again. I'd still
I'll
like to be
say
as stealthy as possible, but at least this way, if we get caught, I may face less questions.
very
But
well.
you cast invisibility on yourself. That should help.
All right. Marcus casts invisibility on himself.
You disappear.
Okay, where to from here? On this.
Downstairs, my beloved. Actually,
I mean,
it feels
technically,
strange.
maybe only Desire lost her invisibility because she did the damage and interacted, but
Nah, the DM
you
said
wanted to be there.
it's gone.
Okay. Cool.
Too late.
All right, let's go.
Right.
I can't figure this map out. This stairs.
So you're
Yeah,
coming back
because of how it
downstairs?
weirdly rotates.
We want to go down where we
Oh.
think there is other creatures caged up, where Bree gave me the directions.
Okay, so you would know that to be directly downstairs, and given like the screeching and the howling that's you're hearing right now, you can surmise it's pretty much underneath you. But okay, in that case, thank God you guys are on the same map again. I'll move you guys back onto the main map, and I'll pop you where you are now. Is Love and Rosenthorn coming along?
Rosenthorn's going to stand on, what would you call it? Like the battlements? Or
Yeah, actually, I'm going to keep Love outside so I can quickly switch in and out of checking up how urgent the situation is or anything that's changing.
Oh,
Okay, in
actually,
that
I did have
case-
one important question. How high is, like, you know, the walkway? How high is the wall?
The
on
battlements.
Like, could Rosenthorn jump it to get into the courtyard, is what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah, but probably not without a bit
Okay,
of full
good.
damage. Let me just double check.
That's a good
Um,
question.
Why does
Alright,
it
so
not
they'll wait
say-
up there.
Yep, so I put them on the technically a little bit outside the map. Just imagine they're upstairs.
Got it.
Just so I don't have to like go in and out between
Yeah, no worries.
between the two. Okay, it says a 15-foot high curtain wall joins the Abbey's two wings, so it is 15-foot high up.
Oh, I don't think Rosenthorn could jump that. So he's going to go into the bag of holding then.
Bag of holding it is.
Yep.
I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure it is referring to yeah. I would say it's 15 foot up because the bottoms are usually on top anyway. Maybe a little bit less than 15, but not by much.
He's not going to be able to jump that.
Okay, so Bree, Deuce, not Deuce, that shit. I'm just gonna cycle through all the characters. Desire, you as the abbot come downstairs. Marcus
Stealthily.
is...
We're still trying to be stealthy, but
You're trying to be
Um,
stealthy?
yeah.
I'll give myself a little ninja icon.
Alright. Can I have you roll a stealth check then, Desire?
Yeah. Oh, I don't. 19.
Hey.
Okay, so you managed to sneak down the stairs in this new body as the oh no, actually no, it wouldn't be a new body, it just looks like that. But yeah, you managed to sneak down the stairs as the abbot. As you come down, you are immediately hit by this like pungent smell of like wet fur, rot feces, all that kind of fun stuff. And you hear this cacophony of like screeching and rattling. Like you see a ton of mongrel folk in these several rooms just like banging and slamming themselves on the bars, shaking them as they're like as they're set off by stellar screams. You see this giant hulking figure that seems to be made up of different body parts stitched together. Some seems to be rotted, and you see like these like very sort of crude stitchings as it sort of like lumbers back and forth this corridor, seemingly unfazed by the sound that all the mongrel folk are emitting. But every now and then you just see it raise its arm and just bang on the bars, scattering the mongrel folk inside, as if it's like made to keep them in place, keep them like as a guard, essentially.
Okay.
Hey, this thing is tall, very tall.
VTOL.
It is 7 foot tall. It is a 7 foot tall assemblage of human body parts.
No. Um. Okay. Uh.
But it has not noticed you with with your stealth check. Really good stealth check there.
Desire will whisper to Marcus. How long do you think it would take you to unlock all these cages?
Marcus will just duck his invisible head out, look at the locks on the prison, the cell doors. Can he tell how complex they are? I assume they're
It's
not.
not
very.
very complex, but
Okay.
I will say right now you don't know the you don't really know the nature of these mongrel folk very well.
No.
Yeah, so yes, you can let them out. What they're gonna do after you let them out is yeah.
Well, we need a distraction, so if they can provide it, great. Doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, can I kind of? All right. I'll try unlocking the closest one when the flesh golem is walking away, and then from that I
Right.
can kind of extrapolate how long it'll take me.
Can I have you roll a stealth check as well then with
Of
advantage
course.
because
Can
you're
I
invisible?
get advantage because I'm invisible?
Yeah.
Isn't that how usually invisibility works?
Oh, cool. 17.
No, 17. Yep. So with the flesh golem sort of like lumbering up and down this corridor, you're able to sneak past the invisible as which cell are you trying to unlock?
The closest one. So
The
this
left or
one, I
right?
believe.
Okay. I will say when you look into that one, you see what appears to be 16 mongrel folk stuffed into this like dusty little cell, almost shoulder to shoulder.
Okay. And Marcus will get to trying to pick the lock.
Um yeah, I'll have you roll for your
16.
yep, easy done. It makes a resounding click.
Okay. Roughly how long did that take?
Probably not very long. I'll say 10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right.
It's not a very complicated lock.
Yeah, I figured. So, Marcus will scoot back to Desire and be like, "It took me mere seconds, so I believe as long as I don't draw the attention of the guard, I could probably have this done in a minute or so."
Okay. Let me just think of a. Sorry, just give me one second.
Oh, how about we go back to the other group for now?
Thank you.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. So, at this point, where are we up to? At this point, Annie, the abbot is like smiling down at you in a very sort of creepy, but he thinks it's friendly way. and he goes, "Let us not fight. I would hate for you to damage your parts before they're harvested." You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. Oh, it's
Oh,
almost like your
and,
vocal cords are gone already. I mean, what?
And what would become of our contract if that did happen?
Well, it would be certainly a waste to not harvest you completely, and it pains me how to see how much you are limited by your human bodies.
Do you think animal bodies are superior?
Why, yes, I mean, human bodies are prone to cold and exhaustion, and you cannot climb and fight the way that animals can. You can't even fly. Best to give it up, and I shall
can't.
replace it with something better.
But you know animals feel the cold as well, right?
But they are much more adapted to being in the cold weather. A wolf, if I can replace Mr. Wildura's skin with that of a wolf or an elk.
I think we better just leave the wolves alone, perhaps.
But please, we are... As much as I have time, we are wasting it. Do follow me upstairs.
Okay, let's...
Bree takes a step forward in front of Annie, just stopping her, like, no.
Are you volunteering to take her place, small one?
No.
Then why are you in my way?
Because I think what you're doing is immoral and it is ruining many people's lives.
What is so immoral about helping people?
Is this
I am
is what
merely
you
given. I am merely given the chance to be better than they are.
are all the ones, all the people, all those lives in that tower of yours? Are they living now? Do you consider them saved?
Of course, collateral is to be expected.
Dear Abbot, what is my good colleague Brianna here talking of?
Oh, did you tell everyone about Emily?
Yes, I did tell everyone. Keen mind and keen mind and.
Bree
Maybe
yells as she holds up her notebook.
It's strategic. Annie's just trying to get him to convince. It's all on purpose, right, Annie?
Yeah, as a player, stepping out, Bree told everything that she saw on the way back when we left last time.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
Yes.
Ah, well, as I said, collateral is to be expected in the pursuit of perfection.
Perfection? Would you not say that you yourself is perfection?
I am.
Could anyone ever hope to achieve that? You are
Well,
not in
I am
any way, shape,
hoping
or
to-
form animal.
I am hoping to achieve perfection for Vasilka, as she is to be gifted to the ruler of this land. Only by finding his true love will he become the ruler that he is meant to be, and this Barovia will be saved. It is the only way.
Barovia will be saved. You know, Barovia is currently cursed.
That it is.
I'm going to.
Well, actually, I don't quite know exactly what you're trying to insinuate here, Annie. Sorry.
Annie is very much toying with the idea of what the effect would be if she was to tell the abbot that.
That is cursed. He knows it's cursed, though.
No, that Tatiana is currently with Strahd.
What?
That
Hold on, wait,
Irina
I'm not quite
Strahd.
understanding you.
I think what you're saying, Clam, is like, will he give up on this like project if he knows that
Yeah.
Irina's there?
Yeah.
So basically, offering up Irina to save yourself.
I don't think it's so much offering up. It's like saying, well, he and his true lover are already together and they're very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're removing the reason for the deal in the first place. Makes sense.
But yeah.
And
And
what
he's
were you
having
saying,
this,
Goose?
in a mental turmoil
Uh,
over that.
I was gonna say I'll rejoin them from wherever I was wandering, and I'll telepathically quickly tell Annie and Bree, if you want to make a run for it, have him lead us in, and I can buy us some time and seal him inside while we get out of here. And that's it.
Bree takes another step forward towards him and says, "You're not touching her."
Are you attempting to stop me?
Not attempt. I will.
You are all terribly troublesome right now. I
I'll
have
I'll walk
graced
up and
you
say,
with-
Bree,
panic.
just
Panic!
the abbot has been very very helpful to us, and if Annie is not ready to give up her vocal cords yet, I'll go in with the abbot. I'll meet you back in town. I'm sure this is going to take a little while. You guys can get out of here. It'll all be fine, and we'll resolve this nice and peacefully. So just get out of here.
I
Okay.
have graced you with my powers, and yet you are denying me previously agreed upon payment.
Just
That
for the time being,
causes-
you know.
That causes imbalance, though.
Balance.
But let us not fight. Allowing me to harvest peacefully will be your best option. Adrenaline causes all sorts of chemical reactions that makes removing parts challenging.
And what's the most challenging removal you've had to do?
Oh, there's been plenty of cases where people tend to struggle and make it hard on themselves. I had Clopin remove parts of Emily's legs and her skin, but her wounds are getting infested by maggots. I'm afraid that she is no longer compatible and will just be used for experiments now. That is why, Mr. Woodora, I shall be needing that skin earlier than expected as well.
Bree pulls out her sword when he mentions Emily.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my word.
Oh my.
What has happened here?
Well, I mean,
Uh,
wanting my skin early, I mean, that's kind of a breach of the bargain. What do we get for, modifying this particular arrangement?
Oh, I can certainly give you better skin than the one that you already have.
Right, but I mean, that wasn't our original agreement. There has to be something additional you can offer.
Exactly. I am offering you additional modifications already. Originally, I was only planning on taking your skin, but now I
Oh.
am replacing it.
How generous.
Precisely. I'm a generous being. But once again, let us not fight. And, let's see here. Annie, can I have you make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy.
sure. Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Ooh,
Okay.
Hey,
Wait, hold
whoa.
on.
those are
roll
both
two.
nice.
We'll take the one that I pressed the first time then. That's a 20.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. So you feel something sort of wash over you. For a split second, you feel like it's not like a bad idea, and you step forward to follow the abbot until something sort of like shakes you back to your senses, and you realize that a suggestion has been washed over you, as he had tried to cast suggestion on you for you to follow him. And you see
My
his
dear Abbott,
Oh my
have you
God.
just tried to use suggestion on me?
My, it seems you did not work.
I have a very strong mind, dear Abbott.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna.
Perhaps I should harvest that one too. It would be great for Zoka to have strong willpower as well.
You say that, and this is all for perfecting Vasilka, correct?
Yes. The bride must be
In,
perfect.
or- in order to appease the Count Strahd von Zarovich, correct?
Correct. That is the only way that Strahd will be able to be the ruler that he is meant to be. And with the
what
courage... No, sorry, go on.
And what if the Count has gotten a better offer? What if he does not accept Vasilka?
Why would he not accept such a perfect bride?
Because he already has his one true love.
Why are the cameras not working?
Oh, sorry. Do we need to pause it a little bit to get things back to normal?
Yeah, just give me a second. I don't know what happened.
I mean, I guess we can still talk.
Yeah, you say that he is with his true love. Has the soul of Tatiana finally returned?
It
God
has, praise be.
We're giving him all the information.
Fantastic. So you are to bring me the soul of Tatiana so I can place it into the body of Vasilka.
That is impossible.
Why would it be?
Because the soul is already with Strahd. He would not give that up.
But Vasilka is made to be in the splitting image of his long-lost love. What
I
would a
hardly
soul...
think she would be with my vocal cords and Deuce's skin.
Oh, I'm only taking parts of it. Together, when I not cobble, but like together when I assemble it, she will become the splitting image of the original Tatiana. So you are saying Tatiana's soul is trapped in a facade? A vessel with a facade right now?
You know, you
I
should.
don't know what I'm saying.
I think what Annie's trying to say is that if you just went directly to Strahd yourself right now, I'm sure he would love to have the body of Vasilka combined with the soul. You don't even really need us anymore. I mean, you'd be doing him a favor.
You want to roll persuasion on that?
Sure. Persuasion. Oh God. 15. 15. Not too bad.
What would I be rolling against that?
Inside.
Insight, yeah. Insight is...
Brett.
Oh, come on.
Mr. Waldora, I do not
Sure.
believe that would be a
Not.
fantastic idea.
It is an idea, though.
And not a great one at that.
Oh, come on.
You see at this point, Aragel, seeing all this going down right now, has come up and put a hand on both of you, and he goes, this is absolutely ridiculous what is happening. We are getting out of here. And you feel you feel like you guys being pulled back like gently by Aragel as he tries to get you guys out of the situation.
And what's Rictavio doing at this point?
Rictavio at this point has drawn his sword completely at the same time that Bree had as well.
Okay.
Can the Ravenswoods do
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, what's the Ravenswoods doing right now?
Okay. Desire as the abbot is going to step into the hallway where the shambling assemblage of people. I can hear a bit of an echo. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. I think it might be Clam's headphones. And we'll, using minor illusion to modify her voice to sound like the abbot, is going to say, "You there. I have an errand for you to run."
You see the flesh golem turn towards you.
Upstairs, the body of that experiment has expired. Please take it to the cemetery outside of the grounds, for I fear that its infection may spread to the other creatures.
As it shambles
But
past you. Oh,
be
yeah, keep going.
careful, I may have a... Don't damage it. I will take one more look before we bury it to ensure that there are no more parts that I could use.
So you're telling him to bring it down?
I'm telling him to take it out to where, outside of the grounds, to where the tombstones are.
So,
The body of Emily.
Okay. Wait, so by going through the courtyard or not going through the courtyard?
Is there a way out?
There is at the. Oh, actually, there's one. at
no,
the-
he would have to go out through the courtyard, but you have still distracted it for a good couple of minutes.
You see. Okay, so you're asking him to bring the body of Emily out into the cemetery.
Yep.
Okay. You see this hulking figure shamble past you, toom, 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 and walk up the stairs.
And then while Marcus is unlocking the cages, Desire will speak to the Mongol folk inside again as the abbot and say,
You
I
see.
have a s-
Sorry, you see as you come in as the abbot, the Mongol folk all like come up and press themselves against the bars. They're like reaching out towards you as if trying to in like a very you know how it's kind of like the holy figure and its disciples sort of
Yeah,
way.
it's
Everyone's
like,
sort of not like
Je-
a menacing way.
It's Jesus Christ Superstar, won't the leper colony being all, won't you touch
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
won't you heal me,
Pretty
Christ?
much, yeah.
Okay, like away from this, and Desire will say to them, "Hello, my children. I have a small competition for you."
You hear the squeaks and the squawking of the angel is here as all these hands come out and try and grab you.
I am looking for new parts to help our beloved Vasilka dance even better. Momentarily, I'm inviting all of you into the courtyard to prove to me which will be the best dance partner.
Dance
And
off.
whoever impresses me the most in a waltz with me personally will be chosen for a new and even better set of legs.
You hear the squeaks of improvement. I will win. And they're just like squabbling at each other.
But remember, you must impress me by dancing with me. And keep in mind that I wish to replace Vasilka's legs quickly, so first come, first served, shall we say. And then as Marcus is unlocking the things, she's gonna go back in. She'll say, "I'll see you outside." And she will step around the corner from the cages and drop that disguise with a shudder.
You do realize where you're standing right now. They have to get out through there. If they want to go into the courtyard.
Around here then. Yep.
Okay.
But then you're gonna run into the flesh golem.
Well,
At
well,
this
I feel
point,
like
you
we're gonna
do
be
hear-
pretty quick, right? Oh, no, I'll... Sorry, I don't understand the architecture of this place.
Right. Oh wait, can we go back to the upstairs map?
Yeah. Here we
Because
go.
I believe. Okay, yeah, the steps. So the flesh golem's going to be in the bedroom probably, so you can probably
Yes, yes,
quickly
sorry.
dart up and then get out onto this area. So you can probably manage it, is what I'm saying.
You can go into the battlements. But if you drop your disguise and the flesh golem comes back down and sees you as yourself, there might be trouble.
Okay,
I mean, I will say at this point you hear sort of like the thunder, not like the slow shambling footstep of the flesh golem.
All right, I'm gonna have to keep the disguise up then, and I'll be because I don't think I'm gonna get up here in time, right?
Okay.
But I will be outside of the Mongol folk vision, and I've kind of been emphatic to go outside to
So
the
you're
courtyard
out-
and meet him there.
So you will probably be like here. Is that what you're trying to say? As in like you're getting out of the way. Oh, sorry. I don't think I put you guys all back on the right map here. Like here.
Yeah, sorry. That was just to confirm that.
Yeah,
So
I
like
think
on the. Okay. I will say at this point, all of the mongrel folk are, you know, there's this like, they're making a huge ruckus as they're let up. Are you guys just letting them out of their cells?
yeah,
The
so
plan
once
is,
Desire's kind of
Yeah.
tucked away somewhere where they won't kind of follow her as the abbot, we will release them outside.
so all their doors are now unlocked, and then
Mhm.
Marcus is just going to push one of the cell doors at the back to kind of kickstart them, and then the rest should probably, in their frenzy to get outside, hopefully they're all going to push on the doors and realize they're unlocked.
Yep, I will say you easily do that by kicking open one of the doors. The mongrel folk in the cellars all try their own, and as all of the doors are open, Marcus, you're like pressed against the wall as
Yeah.
the mongrel folk rush past you.
And then follow them from behind, I guess.
This is coming out very different than what I was.
Yeah, it's just
what I was
a
expecting.
tidal wave of
You're
patience.
telling us.
Yeah, so I'll say at this point, everyone in the courtyard, you see this huge, you see 60 or so mongrel folk flood into the courtyard. There's
fuck.
you are met with like a huge like rise and screeching and yelling and screaming as you see all these 60 creatures, all in their various forms of deformity. Some rush out the courtyard. Quite a few of them actually take flight the moment they leave the room as well. It seems some of them have flying appendages attached to them instead. As a huge mob of mongrel folk rush into the courtyard.
Ugh, what the hell?
Oh,
I don't know what to say.
Arago immediately goes, "What the fuck?" He just like pulls the sword completely.
Yeah,
Same with Van Richten.
I
And
just
you
want to know,
hear-
yeah, where are they heading? Like, are they heading towards us, like towards the
Yeah,
abbot,
they're heading.
or
They're,
like
they're
towards
heading
the exit?
towards you. No, they're heading towards you because they've been told that they must prove themselves to the abbot, and the abbot is standing near you guys right now. And you hear Stella screaming in fear at all these like bizarre creatures that are now just rushing towards you. You see like they're salivating. There's like bits of dry blood flickering off them. So it's not a pretty sight when you have all 60 of them. I'll say as a huge mob of mongrel folk descend into the courtyard around you guys.
Yeah, Bree's gonna
Something like
grab.
Oh
Yeah,
And
my
then there
god.
is and flying above you guys is another mob of mongrel folk, as you just hear
What
tens
the
of thousands
fuck?
of wings flying flying directly above you. They're not
Bree's
great pictures. I couldn't find
gonna.
anything else. Okay.
Yeah, Bree's gonna go around Stella and like also grab Van Richten on the side. Just try to like, kind of like protect her. I assume Aragil's on the other side of her. So
Yep.
we're like, yeah, I'm just gonna try and take the other side and just try to like, everyone we're like, get out, like we have to move. So I'm just
Feel
trying to
free
pull
to
them
move your
towards the
tokens
wall.
if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to move your tokens if you want.
I would have tried to, yeah, move towards, I guess, the nearest exit, which would be where, oh god, Annie just suddenly moved ridiculously far.
Go!
Even though she didn't take Stella with her. All right, cool.
Are you
I
just
can't
rushing?
move Stella's token.
Are you just rushing through the mongrel folk crowd, Annie?
Yes. Well, I'm presuming we're kind of getting buffeted
Yeah,
back
you
from them
are.
because they're all rushing forward towards the abbot.
Hold on,
So
I'm
they'd
just
kind
gonna
of be
move.
pushing us out of the way, I presume.
I'm just gonna move. Sorry, not move. I'm just gonna give you guys access to Stella. Why is it not letting me give access to Stella's token? Oh, there we go. Hold pause. There we are. You guys should be able to move Stella's token now.
Yay.
Stella!
What the Okay, so yeah, I would have been pretty much what's the word? Yeah, like so it'll be Van Richten, me, and Aragel on the other side, and I just hope Deuce is like near, like following near us.
I'm
because-
all ready for the run command over here. Like my fingers on the button.
I mean,
Uh,
Desire will
yeah.
try to message whoever's closest in the party to say, take this opportunity and go.
We would us guys and Bree would have been trying to just protect Stella, who I assume was nearby screaming. So
Yeah.
I would
she's,
be
she's
with
freaking
her.
out right now.
I can't move the two guys, but I would assume that we would be around Stella.
Then why is Stella all the way up there? Where are you guys putting Stella now?
Stella's near the exit-ish.
You've got a cart, right? Can you just, like, shuttle out of there?
Yeah, you do have a card as well.
Okay, let's just say we would have all tried to move towards the exit at the same time. Does that make sense,
I
Lisa?
would say,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I would say, in this distraction of like 60 mongrel folk rushing into the courtyard, the abbot looks up in a seemingly bemused sense, and is like, whatever could be happening?
Oh
let
jeez.
you, who let you out of the cells?
Oh
out?
great, here comes a fireball on all the Mongol folk now.
And you see the Mongol folk screech, go, you did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, can you move, hopefully, Van Richten's and Naragel's tokens? It's okay. I assume they'll probably be, like, here. Like, yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
I'll say the abbot
Thanks.
is probably here
Yeah.
right now. And he's like, I did. I certainly did not allow you to leave your cells. Just who is playing tricks around here? I'll say
Let's let him ponder that and keep moving.
How, Marcus, how are we getting out of here?
I'll say at this point the flesh golem has come back downstairs. It's cradling. It has like the body of Emily slung over its shoulders, as it just like nods towards you, Desire, seeing as you're still the abbot right now.
I will, as the abbot, say, never mind that now. Let the body down. While you were away, the creatures have all escaped. Must round them up from the courtyard immediately.
Dun, 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 dun. As it runs into the courtyard.
So we'll take the body of Emily
Put her
into
in
the
bag.
bag and run up onto the battlements, I believe. Marcus, was that the plan?
Yeah. Yeah. We can probably throw a rope and just climb over.
Okay.
If you guys are gonna run up to the battlements, can I have you roll a stealth check? I know Marcus. Okay, Marcus, you can roll with advantage. You'll be rolling by standard.
18.
17.
17. Pretty sure his passive perception is 19.
Damn.
Just have a look. So as the flesh golem comes into view of the courtyard as well. It's passive. Oh yeah, it's 19. As the flesh golem comes in the courtyard as well, the abbot, you see, like, for the first time his brow seems to furrow, and he goes, "You are all being terribly troublesome right now. Especially the two of you," as he turns towards your direction, the Ravenswoods. Whatever are you trying to do? And Arago, Arago at this point is like, this fucker is mad. Let us get out of here. What is happening in here?
All right, the jig's up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys attempting to run?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of grabbed Stella's hand and is kind of leading her towards the exit, towards the gates that they came in.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh boy.
Can I have
Uh-oh.
Can I have Annie? Can you do a wisdom saving throw actually? Because you are the first. You are the one that he.
He wants.
Yeah.
I'm the one that he wants.
Yes.
Oh!
Damn.
Iron Will Annie.
Crit fail. I'm gonna use my inspiration. This is
Go
how
for it.
inspiration works, right? Is this how inspiration
It's
works?
when
It's like lucky.
Yeah, it's a reroll essentially.
What was it? Wisdom save?
Wisdom save, please.
10.
Okay, as you are trying to drag Stella with you to get out of the Abbey, suddenly you feel yourself as your entire body seizes up, and everyone you just sees Annie being held in place. As the abbot at this point seems to glow in this bright light as his human form sheds, and you see these pair of golden wings unfurl around him. Aragel, everyone else seems to be standing slack-jawed at this transformation. And the abbot goes, "Are you trying to escape? Are you trying to deny me of my payment?"
Just at this moment, I'll be back.
I'll say at this point the flesh golem also runs up as well, seeing the cacophony that's happening. The abbot turns towards that flesh golem, and goes, cease them from leaving. As let's say, where are you, Bree?
Just a heads up, Annie actually can't talk with
Yeah.
whole person.
You can't talk a whole person. Sorry, I'm assuming it was just for fun. Where are you, Bree? Are you underneath someone?
He's
right
just
now? Oh, there you go.
blinking furiously.
She was like, yeah, I assume just trying to.
Hi.
Yeah, near the front.
Can I have you roll a strength check?
Oh shit.
Good
That's my
bed.
worst trait. Fuck. Ah!
Hey.
I did not
17.
I'm not rolling well. Oh wait, hold on. Did I just? Oh no, yeah. Okay, so you see the abbot, not the abbot. You see the golem try to reach down and grapple you. However, with your quick dexterity, you manage to just dart out of the way of his lumbering arms as it just grabs thin air. Unless anyone wants to attempt anything else, I will have people roll initiative.
Finally! God damn it!
No.
Don't forget to select your token.
Dude.
I can't select my token. Wait,
Oh,
there
no.
she is.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on a second. Let me bring
Alright,
up the
center
initiative tracker
yourselves,
first.
everyone.
Let me bring up the initiative tracker first.
Race cell
Oh,
cell?
whoops.
No,
those
center
first.
yourselves.
Oh my god,
It's
you guys
gonna
are
be
rolling so
brutal.
well.
18 for Annie.
So you will have Aragon and Bergton with you as well, just FYI.
Already said that.
Let's get this fucker out!
Okay. Let's see. Oh god, my good rolls are starting to go. Okay, alright,
Okay.
sorry. A lot of characters here. Is the flesh golem gone? I've got too many things I'm looking at right now. Where has the flesh golem gone? The fuck?
Maybe it's just not here anymore.
Am I not seeing it? Oh no, it's here. I got so many fucking tokens overlapping each other. I just can't see shit anymore.
The hordes are very big.
The holes are very big. Okay, and one more. Right. Give me 1 second, okay? As you see, the abbot has transformed into his diva form. These golden wings unfurling around you. He seems to be glowing in this unnatural light. As I change the music to better fit what is about to happen. Man, I don't know. He was rolling really well on those like checks. All right, top of the round. It is Desire. You are on the battlement right now. I'm just going to move you. Where would you be on the battlement? You see, I don't know if you can see this. The hatched line on the courtyard. That is where the battlement overhangs is. You're also muted right now because you're trying to say something.
Yep, I'm understanding where the battlement is, so we might be like here. That's what you mean by the battlement, yeah?
Yes, so you are on the battlement right now. You're 15 feet up.
Okay.
Marcus, you're on deck after this as well. Just FYI.
Yep, got it.
You are still invisible.
Dear,
Yeah.
dear DM, our only fan is asking a question. I added the inspiration redemption for a shit ton of points, and she's asking. I listed as only one. She only inspired one person, but she loved Desire Marcus's so much. She wants to ask DM Sama if she redeems it, if she can give them both,
I believe that
inspiration
Ultima
both.
already have inspiration, though, do you not? Do
Just
you have
hold
inspiration?
your
that...
fire, we might use
Yeah,
it
hold your
for the end
yeah,
of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold your
we'll try
fire,
to use
hold
it.
your fire.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, because you can't. A player character cannot have two. Like they can't bank up inspirations.
We might need to refund Luca as well.
Yeah. We'll get into
Why
battle.
is why is everyone
I'll,
against me?
Let me just.
I'll refund when it's not my turn, and then
Yeah,
gotta
so let them
reset
use
that.
it up first, then feel free. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking through my enormous list of.
Level 8.
And the staff of
Morgan,
power. Yes.
Can you tell me how many charges I have? Like how I can keep track
20.
of what on my.
You have 20.
I have 20?
charges.
You might just
What
need to
you
manually
could
keep
do
track.
for your token on roll 20 is just give it like a value, and that can let you track it as well.
Okay. Let's. It's a creature that you can see within range.
Also, just double checking that all PCs have their 12 temp HP.
Yeah.
10 HP? Yep. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the range of this. Oh, okay. Let's try this. Casting Hold Monster on the Abbot.
Can we just double check
That-
something?
Drop. Where's
Wisdom
Pancake?
saving throw will be paralyzed for the duration. Okay. Right. Okay. He does also have magical resistance. I will say this out loud. So this is it means he has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So I will roll this with advantage. Okay.
Okay.
So wisdom save, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't even need advantage. You try and like cast your spell to hold the abbot in its place. However, it just seems to like shrug it off as his wings seems to bristle. The feathers standing up on his back.
Okay, my bad. That's not
Alright.
gonna work.
Anything else you want to do?
I think there's anything else I can do.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Thanks.
Marcus, it is your turn. The mongrel folks on deck.
So the wall going into the courtyard, is that 15 foot high, or is that...
It is okay. So what's happening right now? You're on the battlements, right? The battlement is overhanging,
Right.
so it's not like it's not like you have to somehow get underneath the battlement to actually reach the wall at all. Do you understand? So it's like you're on the this is the wall. The battlement is like that, and you're on top of the battlement right now. So
Right.
unless you're climbing on the outside of the wall, which you can do, like the battlement to the ground is a straight drop.
Oh. Okay, that's...
So it's like a balcony, put it that way. It's like a balcony that goes all the way around.
Alright, in that case... Marcus is going to... should I leave Rosenthorn behind for Desire or not? It's a hard decision.
Rosenthorn's still in the bag, isn't he?
I would have pulled him out just to avoid having to do it.
Yes, leave
again.
him. So he
Leave
can
him?
do the defend action.
Alright, I mean, okay, yeah, we'll do that. There are enough bodies down below that we don't need Rosenthorn. Alright, so Marcus will jump off the battlements. How big a drop is it?
It is a 15-foot drop.
50-foot drop?
15. 15.
15. So what's that?
It's 4 damage. I believe it's 1d6 for every 10 feet, so... So yeah, it would just be 1d6 then. Because an extra 5 feet. How about 1d6 plus 3? Would that be fair?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Alright, 1d6 plus 3. You wanna roll it, or do you want me to do it?
I can roll it, no worries. Damn me. Alright, bye-bye some of my 10 hit points.
So Marcus, you jump off the battlement, twisting your ankle as you land a bit funnily. Does your invisibility drop in that case?
No, it's still up.
Still up? Okay.
Yeah, with that con save, it's still up.
Okay.
Alright,
Good.
and then I don't believe I can get next to this group, and I'll just yeah, I might as well just start knocking people out. So pulling out the Raven Sword, I just start knocking out. Like, can I tell the mongrel folk are aggressive to the party, or are they still focused on the abbot?
I will say kind of seeing the abbot change and the fact that you guys are now actively trying to run away. The Mongol folk have been very confused in the last few moments, as there wasn't that dance party they were promised.
Okay, so they're not aggressive.
They're more confused than anything right now.
Alright,
But if you
then
attack them, they
Marcus-
will be aggressive.
Yeah, makes sense. So Marcus is just gonna use the dash action and get up to the abbot, and that'll be my turn. Oh, and
Okay.
Rosenborn's just gonna move closer to Desire.
Alright, it is now the mob of Mongol folks' turn. Okay, I'm just gonna roll something here because they're really confused right now with what is happening. However, they do sense they're not completely dumb. Like they do sense that there is some hostility going on here. So above a 10, they will attack. Below a 10, they won't. Okay? I think that's
Yep.
probably the fairest way to roll it.
Damn.
Okay, so seeing seeing like you guys trying to run away and the abbot having changed into the form that he's usually not in, this mob of mongrel folk descends upon all of you. That's clustered together right now.
Oh boy.
Oh
As you
boy.
guys are suddenly overwhelmed by 30 mongrel folk. They're all scratching and clawing at you, biting as okay, this is gonna hurt. So the way mobs work is that they can overlap onto the players, and whoever is in the little token everyone gets attacked in that token. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
All right. So let's start with Bree at the bottom. They do have multi-attack, so I'm going to start with. You see, the one mongrel folk comes running and attempts to jump on you and bite you. 15. I'm pretty sure that's not hit.
No. 16.
Oh.
Okay, good. So you manage to dodge out of the way as this mongrel folk slams into the ground. Another one comes at you with his daggers, attempting to slice you up.
What the fuck?
That is 20 points of piercing. 20 points of piercing damage as you land awkwardly as you dodge out of the first one. This other one jumps on you, just.
I'm gonna use my reaction to uncanny dodge and half that damage.
Okay, so you manage to push this mongrel folk away, toppling it off you as you roll further into this crowd,
Okay,
and
so
you only
that's
take half of that. So that's 10 points of piercing 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, Annie, you'll be next. So as the mongrel folk mob descends upon you, one comes in with this this huge unhinged jaw of like a gorilla as it comes to bite down on you. 25 to hit with 13 piercing.
Yeah, that hits.
Is there anything you can do in the
Wait,
meantime, as a reaction or anything?
Well, I think I'm being
Paralyzed.
held, so I can't do anything.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Is
So
that doesn't auto
So-
crit, does it?
I bel
No.
No, I
No.
only know
Okay.
that when it's my turn, I have to try and get out of being grappled.
All right.
So,
So as you can't
I don't
even
know,
move
can
in
you
place
just
as.
reach me up here? I'm being held so high.
What? You're not being held in the sky or
He
anything.
levitated.
Oh,
That would be cool, but no.
No, you're just like paralyzed essentially. Like you can't.
I don't like that.
Okay, so
it is the
you
crit.
can't.
Just so you know,
Oh no.
all attacks against Annie have advantage, and they're automatically crits if they hit.
Oh my god.
Wait, how do I roll a crit?
Just roll another 4d4.
Or you could not.
So it's -5, so it's another extra 10. So it's not with the modifier, right? It's just the attack dice?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just an extra 10 because it's a +5. So that is 23
much
points of
damage?
23 points of piercing damage. As you for the first attack, as you can't even move in place, as this giant mongrel folk bites down on you, and as you're held in place there, another one comes at you with the daggers.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
another crit.
And another one. Oh, so +5, so that's 16 plus 11, because another -5 on the second one. So that's 27, right?
27 damage
Yes.
altogether.
For the second attack. It's because you're held right now, that's why.
I don't know how much you want me to remove from my HP when you're done.
Okay, so the first one would be 23, and the second one is 16 plus 11 is. I can't mental math right now. I'm too tired.
That's 27.
Yeah, so 27 plus 27 plus 23, 50 in total.
Abort mission!
Yeah.
50 in total.
We've been trying to abort mission this whole time.
Yeah.
You guys can still escape. I'm just letting you know. It doesn't have to be a fight that you engage in, okay? But Annie is being held right now, so you
Yeah,
have to
that's a
break
problem.
the concentration on that. All right. Do you? So you're seeing all this shit go down as another mongrel folk comes running with his mouth open at you, attempting to bite you. Okay, that does not hit at least.
Oof.
So you manage to dodge out of the way, slams into your shield, and you throw it off as it flies around you. Another one, however, comes in. It seems to have these giant claws of a bear, these like huge mittens, as it comes at you and slices towards you. For 15 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
So you're pretty lucky. You managed to like bash one away, and the other one, the claw just into the shield as you manage to wrestle it off.
God damn it.
They are, however, also going for Rictavio and Arago as well.
I'll rip.
Please.
And the flesh golem.
No, they won't be attacking friendlies, right? Isn't it? Or does mobs also attack friendlies?
Whether
I don't
mob
think
It's
so.
Probably
like a
not.
prisoner, so some of them might.
Okay, so the first attack goes towards Rictavio for a 14, which thankfully does not hit. Rictavio managed to parry this one out of the way as it comes at it with its daggers, and the second one comes claw attack. That does hit. However, for 15 points of bludgeoning, as Rictavio managed to parry one out of the way, the second one comes through and just he's knocked off his feet from it. So that's 15. We're only around one, guys. Okay, and now going towards Aragel. The first attack, 27, that definitely hits, and the second. Why am I rolling so well? For the first time in my
I
life, I'm
did
rolling
tell
well,
you
and I don't want
this
it.
is what could happen.
For a total of 30 points of damage. As Aragel is also overwhelmed by this bunch of mongrel folk. Alright, I'm gonna leave Stella out of this because she has like 4 HP. So
I mean, she looks like she's out of the circle anyways.
yeah,
so...
she's out of the
Yeah.
circle
Yeah.
anyway. Okay. Oh, hold on. No, never mind. Okay, yep, so Aragel does have to take that damage. Okay. In that case, it is also now Aragel's turn. As, Okay, so as Aragel comes, draws his short sword and slices towards the mob that is coming at him as well. Oh, okay. Does a poison work on a whole mob like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's imagine he's like attacking and hitting several people
Several
in the
people.
mob.
Okay, so that's very
Just
good.
because it's a
33
lot
points of
doesn't mean
poison.
they're immune to poison.
They're not immune to poison.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
so
God.
he does have 2 attacks. Oh my god, okay.
He is saving
con
us.
save. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do 2 con saves to see if I can pass this.
I want that poison damage.
Give us that
Give me
poison
that
damage.
damage.
Oh my god.
First one not fails, second one
Yes.
also fails, so that is a
Woo!
total
Yes.
of
Aragel, you're the
that is
best.
a total of 6 plus 33 plus 5 plus 29. That is 73 points of damage he just dealt in 1 round.
Aragel! MVP!
Okay, hold on. Like, the mob will deal a ton of damage output, however, they are squishy as fuck. So, it's just a matter, they just absorbs damage, literally. Okay. Now, Bree, it is your turn. You have this entire mob that is just, like, descended upon you. Everything is clawing and slashing at you. It's just chaos right now.
How bad does the mob look?
You see that Aragorn managed to fall quite a few of the members. They look... they're still looking pretty good, but, like, not enough to bring them down just yet.
To try and assist Annie out of that hold, what can I do?
You will have to break the Abbot's concentration, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I thought she was being held by the by the tall thing. My bad.
Carry her out? I mean, she can't move, but she's
She
not
can't
being like
move.
held in place.
Yeah, I'm just so I can drag. Ooh. Yeah, I just want to move her. But she can't go through. She can only go through Deuce. Is that correct? I think.
Yeah, I will say if you're carrying her, then Deuce is probably the only one that you can maneuver through.
We should try and save her. Yeah, Breeze is gonna.
I mean,
Oh god.
you can move through friendly characters
Yeah,
spaces.
I can, but I'm not sure about Annie.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and she's like in the middle of all that chaos right now. So that's why I'm trying to shove her out of the circle, or break the hold. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try and break his concentration. I'm gonna go to the abbot. Can I reach him? Like here and stab him.
Yep, go for it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay. Okay. 16 to hit.
Okay. You dash forward with your daggers drawn. You try to jump in at the abbot, trying to slash him. However, using his mace, he seems to block both of your attacks and just parries it away.
I'm gonna try my second
this one hit?
attack.
Yep.
19.
Yep, that hits. Do you get you won't get sneak attack on the second, right?
Well, the first one
Marcus
missed.
is within.
Yeah.
It'll be, yeah.
She didn't claim it on the first one because she didn't hit, so it does hit on the
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. Okay, so this one, however, you manage to just go underneath and underneath his mace as he tries to fend you off, and you manage to plunge both of your daggers into his bare chest, dealing 23 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, and the creature, when I damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has a disadvantage on a saving throw it makes to maintain its concentration.
Yeah.
But it has
Mate
advantage. On
Slayer.
that
Yeah.
has advantage on saving throws though, so it will be a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Hold on, let me get the
Better than
damage first.
what it
Wait.
was.
Yeah, better than
Yeah.
advantage.
He might have been
Okay, so
more
it's,
Wait,
cast-
all
uh,
saving throws or saving throws to maintain concentration?
Yeah.
It is
To maintain concentration.
advantage on saving. Oh, advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So does
Yeah,
that
so Bree is anti-magic, so
Yes.
it
Okay,
has
alright.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
so what am
nice.
I rolling for concentration? It is
Yep.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw, yeah?
And what is...
DC.
Yeah, DC is half of the total damage
So
Per hit, though.
per
right?
hit. Yeah. So
With
that
the
she
was...
didn't
minimum
hit on
of
the
10.
first one. So she didn't hit on the first one.
Okay.
So it was the second one, which was 22
So it would be
damage,
11.
so it would be 11 DC.
11 DC with
Okay.
a disadvantage.
Yay! You did it!
Okay, so as
Yeah.
you manage to duck underneath his mace with a second attack,
I just
Bree,
want to stab him behind the knee because I'm only that tall, so, and hopefully he loses his concentration, but oh shit! Yeah.
yeah. So as he turns towards you, Annie, you just feel
What
you
happened?
seem to have your movements back as you fall and crumpled into the ground.
Run, Annie! Fuck!
And fittingly, it is now your turn unless Bree wants to do anything else.
No, that's it for me.
Okay, Annie, it is now your turn. You have just been dealt a massive amount of damage, and you are stuck in this crowd right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, for Aragel, he is going I forgot to do this, but he is going to move just outside of the crowd after his attack. He's not going to stay in that crowd.
Makes sense.
Okay. Annie is. So running away is an action.
If you want to
Disengage, yeah.
disengage and run, yes, it is an action.
Okay. I'm not. Oh, so I have to disengage from the mob.
You do have to disengage from the mob, yes. If you choose, if you
Okay,
don't want to, if you don't want to get any opportunity attacks open to you, you have to disengage.
Yeah. Annie is going to disengage from the mob and run for Stella and sort of like grab her hand and sort of like run for the gate as fast as she can with her in tow.
Okay. Yep. So you managed to do that. Okay, I will say that Stella's actually in the carriage right now. Do you want to just jump onto the carriage and like steer it out of the gates, or are you gonna grab Stella and just run?
I don't think Annie has proficiency with vehicle proficiency.
And you wouldn't really need it. It's just like it's a carriage. Like everyone has steered a carriage at some point in their fantasy lives.
Yeah. Okay, so where is the carriage?
I'll say wherever Stella is, she's on the carriage, unless you want to very specifically separate her from the carriage.
Okay, so Annie will go to oh, sorry, I just threw something.
Ah.
Annie will go to the get on the disengage from the mob, run to the carriage, jump on board, and sort of yell out to everyone and like sort of, come on, let's get out of here.
Okay. Yep. So you manage to hire the horse as it prepares to go. It is, however,
And I still got my
anything else?
bonus action.
Yes.
Yep. So on my way out, I'm going to slap Deuce on the back and cast Bardic Inspiration on him and just say, "Come on, we gotta go."
Damn
Feel
right.
Inspired.
Oh, yes. Oh, she's very right. We do have to go.
GTFO.
Yes.
All right. It is now the Abbot's turn.
Oh, no. And the music pumps up right as you say that.
So the Abbot, having been slashed by you, Bree, it looks down towards you
great.
menacingly and goes,
It's
"How dare rat try to hurt me?" And you see its mace, and you see his mace swing down towards you for 2 attacks. First one. Sorry, guys. So that is
Yeah, it hits.
26. 26 of damage, 8 bludgeoning,
Yeah.
and 18 points of radiant.
Just a question, DM. Was it foretelling our rolls? Just want to ask. Is that a reaction?
I will allow you to use it if you want to do that now.
But is it as a reaction or like just a general thing?
Usually
that we could throw?
usually with the thing that it's based on, you're only really allowed to use it before the action is called. However, I'm just gonna retcon that and say you can do it after, because otherwise you don't know if you're wasting it or not.
It doesn't use an action or a reaction.
No. So I'm
It's
not
a
going to
whole
use it as
separate-
I'm not going to use it as an action, but I'm just asking if something, if it's for example my turn, like after my turn, right? And I want to, something's attacking me.
Sorry, foretelling
Can I-
rolls just replace the roll. You don't
Just replace
need
the
to
roll,
use
so it
a
doesn't matter.
reaction. There's no.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not an action.
It's a completely meta
that's-
thing. It's a completely
All
meta
right.
thing.
Okay, that's just what I wanted to double check. All right, cool. Set 27 hits. That's 22. I am going to use my uncanny dodge again. Yep, to half that damage to 13.
Does uncanny dodge dodge all damage?
It's a when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve
Okay,
the
yeah.
attack's damage.
So
Yeah.
it is 13 points for the first damage instead, as the mace just clips you on the side of your head. However, this bright light blinds you for a split second as you feel burning against into your skin for 13 points of damage overall.
Okay. Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
No, I do have another, as he comes swings down with a second,
Oh,
but he
thank
does
you.
manage to miss with this. He does manage to miss with this one. As you just start out of the way, the mace slams onto the ground.
Yeah, Bree just wipes
you-
the blood off her face and just like, yeah, come on. Come on.
Very
Yeah.
well. And suddenly you see the abbot's wings unfurl itself as he shoots up into the sky, taking flight. You do have an opportunity attack if you want.
She's used her reaction.
Oh, you
But
used it, actually.
Marcus hasn't.
Yeah.
So surprise, bitch! And Marcus will lash out with the Raven Sword,
Yeah, go for it.
and he'll have advantage on that one. So,
What is the advantage on that one?
because he's invisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, go for it. 23 for 9 points of slashing damage. So as the abbot takes off into the sky, you wait. Does that mean you break invisibility because you dealt damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pop into existence again, and you just manage to clip the side of the abbot's shoulder as he flies up, slashing it open. You see this what appears to be this golden liquid seems to trickle out from underneath, splashing you in the face. Splashing.
Sick.
Oh,
However, I'm gonna try and do this. The abbot is now floating 40 feet in the air. I'll see if I can do this in a way so you guys can see how far up he is as well, because I don't think we've dealt with flying combat before.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna make it so you guys can see.
Oh.
Second. Alright, can you guys see something that says 40 feet on him?
Nope.
Just got the wing.
I can see it's got a wing. I can't
Let me
see
s-
any numbers.
Weird. Visible to everyone. What about now? Still nothing?
No. I don't think there's a good way to show the exact distance, but I mean, 40 feet up is still like, 43 feet away for the most part.
Yeah, just say 40 feet up. We'll remember it. It's okay.
Yeah.
40 feet. So that's
Could always do this. Be like, he's 40 feet up.
Wait, what are you doing?
Am I gonna have to use triggered?
I was just riding it on the map.
Oh, I thought there was a way to do it. That's really annoying. I thought.
I mean, there might be, but
How many squares is that up? Is that 8?
8.
8 squares. Okay, 8 squares up. Okay, I have to convert to squares. Thanks.
That's really weird. All right, never mind. We'll just do it that way. Please remember how high he is up, okay? Deuce, it is your turn.
all right. You seeing him flying up, and Annie getting pummeled, and Bree asking to get smacked in the face masochistically or what have you for some reason. He's just gonna yell to everybody, "Get out of here! We weren't expecting to fight 400 of these things or whatever they are," and he's gonna start moving this way. I don't know if they get opportunity attacks, do they? It's a big mob.
Morgan, how did you roll this? Did they get opportunity attacks when we did this?
I just had to disengage before.
Oh yeah, you can disengage as well. if
Yeah,
you want.
they're leaving.
No. I'm just asking because
I mean, I would assume so, because everything D&D seems to be able to do it.
I'm trying to bait it, so please strike one if,
Alright, sure.
if they do it. Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, as you try and push your way out of the crowd, one of the mongrel folk comes flying at you with its mouth open as it tries to bite you again. 17 pressure does not hit, right?
Miss.
Okay, you manage to block this one once more and throws it off you as it tumbles into the rest of the crowd.
All right. As Juice dodges away from these mongrel folk, he'll look at the abbot and he'll say, as like a few dominoes fly out the domino deck towards him, and they start like going in a circle above the abbot's head, up in the air. Be like, well, how about you leave everyone in this plane and every other plane alone and go back to wherever you came from. And he casts banishment on the abbot.
Okay, for
As this like sucking portal kind of appears above him with the dominoes.
Alright, so charisma save with advantage. For 21, because he has magical resistance.
No, you don't, bitch. You roll a two.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, you see the Abbey seems to be almost like pushed back into this portal that you have created in the middle of nowhere, as like it seems to have engulfed him as he was flying in the air. And what does banishment do exactly?
So essentially, he gets poofed into a plane of existence. So if he's not from Barovia, then or whatever the name of the realm is, he gets poofed to a different one. So if he's not from here, if I manage to hold it the whole time, he's just gonna stay there.
Okay, so the only way for me to break this is to break your concentration.
Exactly. And now at this point, I'm like, run! And I'll use the rest of my movement to move the fuck as far as I can.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put the Abbey, as the Abbey seems to be swallowed up into this portal, that you guys have I don't think anyone has done banishment in the campaign before,
No,
so...
it's the first time I've cast it.
Yeah. Alright, so do you dash out of the Abbey. It is the Flesh Golem's turn, actually. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna do that. No, I will say the Flesh Golem is going to swing towards Aragel, being the closest one. Oh god, where is my... Where the fuck is my character sheet? Should not have given you foretelling rules.
That's why I was asking.
2 and 11, so 8 points. Okay, so the Flesh Golem slams its like meaty arms down onto Aragel. He gets knocked on the shoulder for the first one. Second one, however, he just managed to parry out of the way with a sword. So that's only 8 points of bludgeoning on Aragel. As Aragel also calls out towards the rest of you. Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here! Burb? Is Burb doing anything?
You're muted, Emma.
No, but it's just gonna join me up here.
Okay.
That's all.
Alright, it is the mob of flying mongrel folks' turn now. So the flying mob is currently 40 feet in the air as well. Let's see here. It is going to... this one is, because it is flying, it is able to go over the battlements. It is going to descend upon Annie and Deuce as you guys attempt to escape as well.
Oh no.
However, it does not have multi-attack because these ones are a little bit weaker, so it is going to attempt to fly down and bite at you, Deuce. Let's do that one. For 16, pretty sure that does not hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, so as this bunch of flying mongrel flapping its wings and talons comes flying down, attempting to bite at you with its beaks, you're just like, ah! Just sorting all of them away. They don't manage to land any of the bite attacks, however, but they do shoot back up into the sky, and using its flyby feature, it does not provoke any opportunity attacks.
Oh, you son of a...
So as you try and swing at them with your mace, you're just like, can't even hit, flying too far. So it flies back up 40 feet into the air, having missed the first one.
Damn it, and I had my Warcaster all ready to spell attack those fucks.
Okay, it is now Rictavio's turn. He is seeing everything that is going down with this enormous mob. He is also going to disengage. Disengage and... What else can we do? Actually...
Oh, I do see the 40 feet thing on the mongrel folk, though.
Oh yeah, because I just added it as text, so maybe we can just do that.
Oh, it's text, okay. Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's just text. So Rictavio is also going to disengage and jump on the carriage with you, Annie. Oh, sorry, I did forget to say, Annie should also be attacked by the flying mongrel folk as well, because it's all-encompassing whoever is in the token. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the attack for Annie.
Was she not in the carriage?
Miss.
She's outside the carriage, but it misses
Okay.
anyway. So it descends upon the carriage, trying to bite and claw at you, Annie. However, you manage to expertly steer it out of the way. and Rictavio is also. I'm gonna put you guys here for now. So he is also on the carriage with you too. Desire, it is your turn. And Marcus, you're on deck. What are you doing now? You're still on the battlement.
Okay. Sorry, that's. Okay. Going to cast. Wall of Force
Mm-hmm.
on this mob and the flesh golem. That creates a barrier
Mm-hmm.
that they cannot physically pass through.
Oh, does that work for a mob though?
If it
Well, I
can fit
assume
around
because
them.
of the size of the token, it's
So you're
just
trying to,
getting
like-
all of them.
You're trying to just like encircle them in the cage, essentially.
Yeah, it can get multiple people. It's in
Yep. It's 10 foot by 10 foot. Oh, so it's the whole thing then in that case.
Yep.
Yep.
Very good.
and the best part about it is there's no saving throw.
Yeah, because it's literally just bringing up a wall
They're
essentially.
just there.
And there's concentration for up to 10 minutes. Alright, so as Desire, you cast Wall of Force, as everyone hears this invisible wall sort of rumble into existence, like covering the like encompassing the mob of mongrel folk and the flesh golem within as well. Suddenly you see them bounce off this sort of invisible barrier as they claw and trying to come at you guys. Marcus?
So now there's this big old wall of force, so they're not particularly threatening anymore. So Marcus is going to, well, can't walk. So yeah, it's a bit weird having all these tokens overlaid. But he's going to walk next to Annie, and then pointing. He whistles to Rosenthorn to come down. And Rosenthorn can get, yeah, he can get all the way.
There's one
So
to also
Rosenthorn-
take full damage for jumping
Yeah, he'll
far.
take full damage.
Yep.
So- yeah, 9. So, and then Rosenthorn's going to use his repair action.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just quickly do that. Rosenthorn, heal thyself. Go. Okay. Great.
Oh, nice.
Fully healed.
Back to
And yeah, then Marcus is going to basically put a hand out to where his wife is on the battlement and say, "Come here, let's get out." And he's going to cast a brand new Artificer spell from the College of Strixhaven called
Marcus went to
Vortex.
college.
And Desire, you can technically choose to resist the spell or just up to you.
No, I'll go.
Alright.
Desire will reach out and, as if to take Marcus's hand, and then warp to where?
Yep, so as your hand reaches out, you feel space around you magically twist, and Marcus pulls you towards him, and then looking outside the gate, so he can do. He just looks at wherever the card is, and you appear in the card.
Where's the cart? Show me on the map.
The
Yeah.
card is where Stella is right now.
Alright.
So you're
So
now
you're-
loaded into the card.
You appear next to Stella, who gets a jump from you, suddenly appearing out of nowhere.
Hello, dear. You're looking well.
And I guess
Like,
Marcus
what
jumps
is
in the card as well, along with Rosenborn.
Okay, so everyone is in the cart right now. I literally can't do anything with the mongrel folk, can I?
Nope.
They are trapped.
Okay. Yeah, so the mongrel folk are just like clawing at this invisible barrier, just like split and like slobber. Seems to be like hanging in thin air right now, along with like blood splatters and everything. But they just can't seem to get past this barrier at all. Arago Arago is just like seeing like this wall, like invisible wall of mongrel folk, like in front of him. He's like, "Ha! Amazing, Mr. Ravenswood! Let us get out of here!"
I can just imagine them like slobbering, like face on the glass.
literally.
Nose pressed up.
Yeah, nose pressed up. And he also jumps into the cart with you guys, and he goes back into Kuresik. Let us return.
Yeah.
Bree, it is your turn.
Annie, you're the one pulling it. We're the one. We're eyeing you.
Okay, because the thing is kind of blocking. Where is the gate? How wide is the gate?
You
the
guys can
flying
just do
ones
it.
are
You
Like
guys
two
can-
doors. Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Yeah. Bree will like. I guess. Okay. God. 1, 2. It's like can't tell. 3. Yells out. Did you find Emily? I should like. Should I go and grab her?
We have her.
She's in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. Then I as far as she can go, I don't know. Like, pops on the edge of the carriage or whatever. She gets a crossbow and then she shoots the things in the air. Things in the...
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Crossbow. It's been a while. Oh shit.
Okay.
Wait.
So
Yeah. Never mind.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
okay, so you shoot your crossbow into this crowd of flying mongrel folk. However, with so many of them flying around, you don't hit anything.
Yeah. She tried. It's yeah. She just hopped
Okay.
onto the. I assume there's like an
Carriage.
end part. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Annie. I think the way that we're gonna do this is when you move, everyone is gonna move with you because you're staring the carriage right now. Does that make sense?
And we, yeah.
Juice is how we're
Is
running ahead for
there-
some reason.
yeah.
Don't worry about Juice. This is fine.
Just clarifying, both the mobs of mongrel folk are unable to move
Only
or follow us
the-
or anything.
Only the one that's on the ground. The flying one can still going around. You're still having to fend
Okay.
off this flying mob right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the cart heads off, then Annie is going to cast a new spell. How is a creature defined when it comes to mob rules?
What do you mean?
So if a spell says that it affects a creature, does that include a mob? Is a mob a creature?
Humans.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
they're just
it will
humans.
include. I'm pretty sure it does.
So, okay. So Annie is then going to cast.
However, if it's
command.
anything, oh, actually no. Hold on, give me 1 second. I do believe for
It
mobs,
really
certain
depends on the
things.
spell.
What's that, Morgan?
It depends on. Oh shit, am I muted? No, I'm not. It depends on the spell.
Oh,
just
actually,
says a
I'm not
creature.
sure if command will work though, because technically you're only commanding one creature, right?
Well, that's why I asked if a mob was a creature.
Yeah. Okay, no, I get what you mean.
Mm.
I would say no, it wouldn't, because technically a mob is a group of people. So maybe you want to consider something more like AoE or something like that, because I'll just say this right now, like, AoEs, they are especially vulnerable to that kind of stuff, because you can't expect all of them to save.
Did you say shatter?
Oh god.
Everyone's favorite.
But they are flying. Oh, actually, no, you will still get it, because Shadow is not ground-based. I keep thinking it's ground-based because of the way I've flavored it, but it's not. So you can hit flying ones
Yeah.
as well.
Yep, let's go for a shatter then. So a 10-foot radius.
Is it only 10 foot? If it's 10 foot, it's not going to hit because they're 40 foot up in the sky right now.
The sphere is 10
The
foot.
range is 60 foot.
Oh, yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can just shatter sort of like
Okay.
above you.
Yeah. Okay, let us go.
If it's vulnerable, does that mean it's an auto crit?
Vulnerable.
What do you mean?
Yes.
They're
That
flying
means
type,
double
and it's
damage.
damage.
Yeah, so it's auto crit, right?
No,
No.
vulnerable's not auto crit. It just means double damage.
Oh, okay. So that's if I fail on the con save.
Which
I do
you-
fail on the con save, so you are dealt 30, and then does spiritual focus also double?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 30, 34 points. So, Annie, as you are staring this cart down this narrow mountain path, being like chased by this mob of flying mongrel folk, you manage to center your shadow a lot higher above you as this like vortex of thunder seems to erupt, encompassing all of the mongrel folk above you. As you deal 34 points of damage, you see a few of them seem to like boom, boom, boom as they hit the ground unconscious, but quite a few are still coming at you.
Oh,
Do you want to move? I'm just gonna say if you move, everyone's gonna come with you.
Yep. Let me just find my token in this smattering of.
Smattering.
Is that me? Yeah. How far can I move a cart? Oh, probably further, hey.
It would be a horse's movement, right?
like 50, 50.
I don't think horses move more than regular players do.
Surely they
They
do.
definitely
It's a
do.
horse.
Like 40 feet? I don't know. Is a draft horse a riding horse?
Well, Annie could look at her like
Oh, 60 feet.
summon steed ability, and
Feet, yeah.
I think it's
In
yeah.
a few levels' time.
Oh, boo.
We'll get
Speed
there.
60 feet.
A riding horse is 60
Okay,
feet.
so
A
we
draft
could
horse
do-
is 40 feet. So I don't know.
It will be.
Sorry, is Juice really like sizing up this horse, being like with his little halfling legs, going like, "Yeah, I could take you. We have the same move speed for sure." The confidence of this man.
He's just held
He
like
is-
a supernatural being in a vortex. I think he's like, yeah, I'm a horse.
Sorry, talk amongst yourself for 1 second. I'm just quickly checking something. Okay. Or we can sit there and do nothing. Let's see.
I'm just mourning my loss of using any of my new abilities.
Seriously, that
When you-
banishment. Oh my
So
god.
good.
Yeah.
Well, that plus the ring, like, good tag.
Oh yeah,
team.
that was
Yeah.
never hitting if she didn't foretell it. He would have had to hit a 1, 2, or 3 twice because he had advantage.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so happy I have that
That's
mage
good
slayer
teamwork.
now. Yeah. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that was
Makes
really
it
good
teamwork.
Halfling.
Yeah.
What is this one token down here to the right, just like sad on its own?
That's
Just a chill.
Mazina, the one we
Oh.
said would help, and in
Whoops.
exchange for a favor, and then we completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
yeah, you
just
kept saying
chilling now.
Messina, because you wanted gelato. I remember. I rewatched that.
I want Messina. I always want Messina.
Everyone always wants Messina, Sierra. Come on. But I can't get it.
Okay, so oh wait, so Annie's all the way there, right? So everyone is with her as well. I'm gonna assume Deuce, you're also following. Oh no, Deuce, have you jumped on the cart?
I have
Well.
not yet.
Not yet. All right.
Don't worry. I have a plan.
Yeah,
This is always the plan. Waldura has got it. Is it my turn now?
Just gonna roll something physically.
Uh-oh.
I don't like that. Nobody liked that.
I don't like that
likes
either.
No one likes that.
Dragon Age. The party did not
Desire
like
is
that.
gonna make it to the card as well.
How many turns has the Abbot lost? One round, right?
9 to
She's
go.
lost. Okay. So,
Oh, he's not on the turn order anymore. Did you take him off?
no, because when you put one in the GM layer, it goes
Mm.
turn
Okay.
order
Disappears to
quickly,
us, but the DM
It's good.
can still see it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly read banishment again. God, I haven't had to deal with banishment, so I'm a bit.
Yeah, I read up on it extensively since I gave that to
Yeah.
Holy Fan.
You just have to decide where where the abbot is from. If he's from the Barovian plane,
Where did he
if
come
he's from
from?
a
Where did he
different
go?
plane. Yeah, exactly.
But even if he is from the Barovian plane or something,
If he's from the Barovian plane, he will just come back after the 60-second after the minute's over.
Yeah, but it's still 1 minute, right? Yeah, it's still 1 minute.
Yeah. Like if
Okay,
he's
so
from
no, he
somewhere
will
else,
make
then he's staying
in
there
that minute.
if I maintain it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so no, he's still gone. He's still gone. Use it as your turn.
Wonderful. So I see the buggy of everyone pass me and these flying mongrel folk getting shattered. So Juice will yell up at the mongrel folk, flying mongrel folk, and be like, "Oh look, I'm still down here and delicious. Come and get me!" And he's gonna run in like this direction.
What are you doing? Okay.
And I'm gonna hold the spell for as soon as I see the mongrel folk move. If they move toward, like, essentially, I'm holding to see like when they move. If they move towards me, I'm going to dimension door into the cart as soon as they
right.
get near me. And if they're moving towards the cart, then
you-
I'll just dimension door into the cart anyway.
Yep. Can you roll a performance check to see if you can perform being a delicious morsel of food?
I'm delicious. Oh god. Okay, sure.
Or persuasion.
Oh, or persuasion. I think they're
I'll
both.
allow you to do whichever one that most convinces them that you are delicious and they should follow you.
I think those are the same. So that wouldn't have made a difference, but I'm gonna lucky it because he's gonna try harder to look delicious with his lucky. Look, I'm like a wiggling worm. He's gonna do it again. Oh shit! I just
Okay,
closed my
yeah.
thing. I don't even know what I rolled.
It's 16. It's 16.
Yeah.
You're
That's too
really
excited.
delicious.
You are very wiggly.
You are a
Mr. Worm.
snack.
Snick.
Nick. Oh, I don't even have insight with these things. Insight is technically wisdom, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's inside.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Okay, no, so it is however wins on the push. So it's just like, nah, you don't look that delicious. I'm gonna try and follow the rest of the group.
Ah, shit. And then
However, they do get opportunity attack because you left their range, right?
I thought they were flying
They're
like
in the
300
air.
feet in the air.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're technically not in range. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are not convinced by your deliciousness
Okay.
and seems to be more interested with the rest of the group.
All right. So on their whenever their turn is, I'm just then my dimension door will release and I'll pop into whoever's lap is there.
So with the flesh golem right now, you also see him with the rest of the mongrel folk bang against this invisible wall as it tries to slam its way out. However, to literally no avail, as Desire still has a spell up right now. I assume Burb is just following you.
You're muted.
How far can Burr move?
Pretty far, can't it?
I think so.
Like a really good
80
fly
feet.
speed. Oh damn.
Yeah. So I'll say
So if it dashes, it can catch up to the cart, I think.
yes.
But it's
I'll
gonna
say
make like a
within-
berth around these flying things, and then scoot down. And perch.
Okay. Yeah. It is the mob of flying mongrel folk's turn. It is going to fly down at the cart.
Hi. Hi.
Juice,
What you
does
doing?
that mean you
You hungry?
teleport now?
Yes, I'll just put myself on the side there.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Um.
Oh, what is it?
Okay. Let me think. 40 feet. Actually, where was I before? I was here, right? Can I even get down to? Oh God, do I have to do Pythagoras theorem to see if I can actually reach you guys?
I think
Yeah.
that you just treat flying the same as like
Yeah.
most people just treat it when it comes to
Same.
movement speed, like it's flat because
Yeah.
it's just too hard to do that.
Yeah, because
otherwise.
I'm thinking it is.
Even if you
it
did
is now-
Pythagoras, it's like 2-3 feet difference, so it doesn't make a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Because right now, if it wants to catch up with you guys, it is 40 feet in the air. It needs to move at least.
it can
needs to-
definitely make it and cover
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
Because
No, but it needs to move 20 feet and
about
then
it, it
down.
could fly diagonally and basically
Diagonally.
get there easy.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that then. As it encompasses the whole cart. That's everyone that's in the cart. So that will be everyone but Annie and Stella.
Yeah.
Because you guys are outside the cart right now. All right. Pop down. Let's do Rosenthorn first.
Sure.
That doesn't hit for 12
Miss.
points of piercing. As it comes down to attack, uses Talon's attack on. Let's do. Actually, no, it's gonna come down and try and bite Rictavio. One of them is gonna try and bite Rictavio as well. 24, that definitely hits. He gets a good chunk of his shoulder taken out by one of the mongrel. Oh shit, no, that was the wrong one I did. Ah, I accidentally took my own HP. There we go. Bree, it is gonna come at you. This group of mongrel folk is gonna come and try and slash at you with its talons. Oh shit, sorry, I wasn't meant to hit that. 23 for 18 points of slashing. That's towards Bree.
Yeah, reaction, have it.
Damn.
Okay, so that is 9 points of slashing.
Yep.
17 on love.
Disadvantage from Rosenthorn, so re-roll it since I already know the result.
Okay.
There you go, 9.
All right,
Love is
so
safe.
love is safe as it manages to just like weave in and out of this crowd of flying mongrel folk.
I mean, if it's Rosenthorn giving disadvantage, I like to picture Rosenthorn like crouching over Love, like growling at the Mongol folk, saying, "Stay back." from
Just
my bird
anyone
friend."
that just anyone that gets too close, it just like chomps down on the mongrel folk as it's like jumping into the air trying to like catch him.
No.
I like it.
11 points. Okay, 11 attack on Arago does not hit. This is for Marcus.
Yep.
13 does not hit, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. And lastly for Deuce. God, I'm not rolling well anymore.
No.
For
Yeah,
another 13.
You almost TPK'd us, and now
Yeah. That was
You
gonna
guys are
go.
getting away.
That was gonna go real bad for a second.
Okay, so the mob of flying mongrel folk is like fluttering around the cart, but Annie, with her expertly steering, managed to sort of like maneuver the cart away from all of them as they're like sort of like dive bombing you guys, trying to hit you. However, everyone seems to be safe. Rictavio at this point is like, let's get out of here. We only have but 1 minute. If the abbot returns, then he will send the rest after us.
Yeah.
yep.
Good point. Maybe we can, I was just thinking about finishing off the ones in the Wall of Force, but, because that's holding them there.
I don't believe spells can go through it.
No, it's physical things
Oh, okay.
can't go through it, but a spell can.
But you're also outside of the walls right now.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with it later.
And
Okay.
yeah, you would have to finish them off in like 8 rounds.
Or,
The abbot could reappear.
yeah, no,
We're not gonna do 8 rounds. I have a way for.
no, I know. Never mind. Let's just keep driving.
Okay, so So we got Desire, Marcus, Bree, and Annie. You guys all have turns until the Abbot's next turn. Is there anything in particular, attack-wise or healing-wise, or anything that you would want to do that would be like a regular round?
Yes.
Yep.
Fireball.
But you gotta be able to see it, right?
And the ones that are above us.
Yeah.
You can?
Blow them up.
Yeah, it would be if they were like, whoosh, like swooping, like, you know, Australia style. I'll be like short swording them. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
yeah.
Let's do it in order, right? Desire, did you want to do your fireball?
Yes. They're
Go
above
for
us,
it.
right? Yeah,
Go
so
for
I'll
it.
just have the point of origin. So, you know, those of us in the cart might feel the heat of it, but it's gonna be the
Singes the top of your head a little.
yeah. Desire's going to duck because the halflings aren't troubled by it, but yeah, she will cast fireball above the cart.
And you can double your attack because they are vulnerable against AoEs.
Nice.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
that.
say it
roll that
again,
damage.
DM.
Talk dirty to me.
Tell me that they're vulnerable to AoEs. My god. Where is it?
Music
This
to my
one.
ears.
Yeah.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
You want to roll your attack first, or do actually not?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god! Look at those crits.
Oh.
Wow. That is a large fireball.
So that's 80 points in total, right?
Yep.
Biggest hit.
Alright, well let's see if I can save against Dex. Nope. So as you have this crowd of flying mongrel folk dive bombing you guys, flying like following the cart around you, Desire, everyone sees Desire sort of lift up the staff for the first time, point towards the sky, and you hear.
Oh, this is my natural fireball.
Oh, there's
I think.
another natural one. Okay, never mind.
So this is.
I was gonna give it cool for another.
Natural.
But no,
This is
you
not
see Desire.
stuff.
You see Desire throw her hand up, and from her hand, you hear this crackling ignition as this huge burst of flame erupts from her hand, just like showering you guys and all these like bits and pieces of mongrel folk as they literally incinerate and explode. And as you guys are like dodging these bits and pieces of mongrel folk flying down, landing as debris around you guys, you see the sky seems clear.
Desire's cackling.
Yep.
Where did that come
Oh,
from?
Why don't we fight in open spaces more often? Oh, now vulnerable to AoEs. Now Desire really wants to swing back for the other ones, but okay, alright. Fine, we're going.
Okay, Marcus, are you doing anything?
Don't. I mean, I'll.
Yeah, you have a little something, and Desire will reach over and pick a glob of mongrel folk flesh off the rim of Marcus's top hat.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my dear.
Yeah, you guys are definitely showered in like flaming viscera.
And
As
Marcus
bits of
just
mongrel folk are just like.
picks
like
out
barbecue.
like a little bit of a shard of a wing and just,
That's
cleans you
good.
up. And then sheaths his sword and pulls out his musket just in case anyone decides to follow us.
Hey, I will say the mob of mongrel folk is still stuck behind the wall of force, so they're not able to do anything. Aragel will just be in the cart. Bree and Annie, is there anything you two want to do before I move on to the next part and where we'll go on to the break as well?
Bree's gonna keep an eye on those two guards at the front gate if we pass through them.
Yeah, okay. Annie, are you doing
yeah.
anything?
I don't think there's much she can really do except just expertly steer the cart out of the
Also,
grounds and
Maybe
So-
you want to heal yourself?
like I
just
suppose. Seems
just
like a
saying,
waste,
bud.
you know?
Just saying.
Okay, Annie is also going to like put a hand to her shoulder whilst she's steering and cast Lay on Hands. and give herself 10 extra HP.
Okay, so Annie, as you heal yourself up a little bit, you do another and you guys are like barreling down the sides of the mountain in the cart right now. Okay, so at this point, I'll say this bit and then we can go on break.
Yeah,
At
sorry.
this point,
Can I?
yeah.
I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, I'll just hold an attack with my crossbow or
And mark
short sword. Yeah, if
Mark
anything attacks us, like yeah.
Yeah, I will say at this point, you guys are like I know on the map it doesn't seem like it, but I'll just pretend we're doing what's the word? Theater of mind right now. So imagine you guys are like getting a pretty fair distance away from the Abbey right now. It seems to be I'll say you guys are probably at least a good 200 to 300 meters away from it. It seems to be going into the your distance. But as you guys, at this point, you guys are rushing down the mountain. You see the portal where Deuce managed to banish the abbot through. You see the sky around it seems to darken and swirl as the portal reopens and the abbot falls through it, seemingly like in an uncontrolled sense, as if he got dispelled from the plane that he got banished to. But he writes him
either.
but he writes himself in the air, sees you guys sees you guys on rushing down the mountain. You see him move his hand in a sense of like in a spell. You probably can't hear him, but I will say, Desire, you feel that your wall of force concentration is dispelled completely. As so you just assume the mongrel folk is now free.
Oh boy.
And you hear the abbot in this like weird booming. Yeah.
It's immune to dispel magic if he's trying that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's also like a 10-minute thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's alright. Alright, so let's just say he doesn't dispel it, but after 10 minutes the spell will naturally drop anyway.
Yeah.
But you hear this booming voice that seems to reverberate from the Abbey, and you hear the abbot go, "After them. Take over the village if you must."
Oh no.
And we'll go into break from there.
Oh. All right. We'll see
Round
what.
2, let's go!
Yeah.
Okay, I will say after we come back, it will be sort of a scenario where Krezek is potentially raided, and it will become like a series of skills challenges. Is that something you guys feel like you're up for the rest of the day? Because I know, Clem, you did say you wanted a shorter session. I'm happy to do it next week
No,
as
I'm
well.
good. I'm feeling energized.
All right, cool.
Getting very
Let's
still
have
is
that.
actually very good for my back.
All right, let's have that half an hour breakdown, and we'll come back and we'll see what happens. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll be
let's
back soon,
go.
all. Right, we are back from break.
Oh, we'll get the music back. Yeah, you guys hear it?
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Here's waiting for it to drop.
Drop those beats.
Drop the beat.
Drop that bass.
Okay, so before we went on break, you hear the abbot coming back into the plane and sending the mongrel folk after you, saying, "Take the village if you must." Okay, so as you guys race down the mountain towards the village, you hear the clamoring of the crowd of the mob of mongrel folk behind you as they, they don't have to go down like the usual path down the mountain. They just have to climb down the side. So you surmise they might get into Krezek about the same time as you guys as well. You hear screams, yelling, tons of commotion behind you.
Okay.
So Krezek is coming into view right now. You guys.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. I just wanted to do an action before we got all the way back to Krezek. Like as soon as we knew that the mob eventually would kind of follow.
Yep.
In that 8 or so, however many minutes I've got left on Wall of Force.
Mm-hmm.
Can Desire write a quick note to Ez, saying, get all the people into one area that we can protect, arm those who would want to say the Burgomaster's house, arm those who'd wish to defend it with alchemist's fire and whatever you have at hand. The abbot and a pack of about 30 creatures is coming for the village, and she will attach it to. She'll give it to Love, and Love will dash down to the village. So Love doesn't have to follow the road. Can do 160 feet.
As a crow flies, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So, in the rocking motion of the car, you manage to quickly write a note explaining what is happening. Give it to Love, who shoots out from the caravan straight towards the village. So as Krezig is eventually coming into view, you hear the commotion of the mongrel folk mob behind you getting louder and louder. Is there anything you guys wish to do? You start to hear they seem to break off from the mob they're in. It seems like they're dispersing themselves in an effort to hit as many houses in the village as they can.
Is Annie able to shoot back another shatter at them so they'd be within? Is there a group of them in a 10-foot radius that's 60 feet away that should
There's not so much in like a groups now, if you know what I mean. It's mostly as if like, you know, the group of 30-ish or so have just dispersed into a crowd. There is small groups here and there, you might be able to hit a few, but for now it seems like it's probably not going to be a super effective thing to do.
Okay.
Can if they're close enough to be within distance, can Desire minor illusion, like people yelling like get inside, hide from the houses as we pass, so that they will slow down to investigate them?
As in what you want, so you want to make it seem like there is people in the houses that you're riding past right now?
I'm trying to trust that the people will have retreated to the Burgomaster's house because of the note that was sent in advance, and then just basically lure the mongrel folk to investigate, like.
Oh, I getcha. Okay, all right. So let's say, as you guys ride into the center of Krezik, there's already a lot of commotion happening. You surmise that Ez must be getting the message out. Guards are arming themselves with what little weapons they have. People are grabbing their children, grabbing what provisions they have. They're rushing to the front of the, kind of like the front of the gates where the Burgomaster's house is. But, so you with your minor illusion set off like, you with the minor illusion set off a just like cacophony of like people yelling from the houses to try and distract them. Few of the mongrel folks seem to you know, being drawn by the noises, seem to head directly into those houses, crashing into windows. They seem to be raiding whatever supplies they have inside the house. I will say at this point, looking through the crowd of the villagers, which is quite a bit considering this is the entire village, you don't see two familiar faces, however, and let's see here.
Not Luca, not Luca, not Luca,
Not
not
Luca,
Luca,
not
not
Luca,
Luca.
not Luca. And I guess for me, not Sturm, not my apprentice.
Yeah.
Okay, you see like some of the straggling villagers seems to some of the straggling villagers seem to be caught up by the mongrel folk. You see one seems to jump, like one seems to have like a mongrel folk lashed onto its back. You know, this is clawing and scratching at his face. But in this commotion of the entire town moving, you hear two familiar voices yelling in the distance. The voice of Strom, Bucksmith Strom, going, "No, put that down, that's dangerous!" And Luca from the other side yelling, "Get away from my sheep! Get away!"
Oh no!
No.
Alright, so the way this is going to happen is going to be a little bit different to our usual set of skill challenges. So there's going to be multiple stages, and each stage will have what I call events, a few events that you have to deal with. So what's going to happen is that you can nominate one person to deal with an event. If they fail, someone else can take their spot. However, if you succeed on that event, you can no longer interact with any more of the events in that stage. Understand?
Get it. Yep.
Okay, and just so you are, oh wait, let me just get my notes back out. So yeah, the character who succeeds cannot interact with another event in the stage. A character who fails can choose to interact with another event in the stage, so they can try again with something else. You also do have Aragao, Van Richten, and Stella with you. You can also nominate them to handle the event if you wish. Same rules apply to them. And if the majority of the event you guys succeed that, the stage is passed.
Okay.
Capiche?
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I like it.
So which one are we hitting first?
I'm
Well,
not
you
sure,
can split.
but
you can split as well.
before we go into it, I'll turn to Annie and be like, and say, those inspiring words you gave really made me able to concentrate and get the abbot out of our hair for a little bit, and I really appreciate you giving me those words, even though as a player I know I didn't use them, but Deuce feels like it helped, and he'll give his guidance to Annie, even though she can cast guidance, but he wants to give guidance to Annie. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so are you guys gonna choose to hit each stage as a party, or are you gonna split? So we can do several in one shot. But obviously, with you splitting, you have less of a chance of succeeding because you have less people that you can work with.
Stick together, I guess.
Yeah.
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 I'm just gonna move you guys back onto the main Krezk map. But yeah, this is mostly just
We're
gonna be
still
for
all
roleplaying.
on the
I mean,
cusp
Deuce votes
coming
sheep.
back down
He
to
he made friends in that flock.
I have friends there.
No, my sheepy friends.
No,
They're not friends. They're family.
They're your sheeple.
Come on, sheeple. Okay, so are we going to Lucas Farm first?
Yes.
Yeah,
that-
because if the sheep die, the entire village will kind of die over winter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so in that case, as Luca's farm comes into view, you see 6 mongrel folk in the sheep pen. The sheep has been herded backed into a corner. Luca is standing between them and the mongrel folk, swatting them back with like a pitchfork, but like not fast enough to hold off all of them. You see this heavily deformed mongrel folk that seem to have like this lower jaw of a wolf and this giant lobster claw arm. It sneaks past Luca's pitchfork, snatches up one of the sheep and begins to drag it away. And you see Luca is holding off 3 of them. As Luca is holding off 3 of them, you see the other 2 mongrel folk do the same, each beginning to drag a terrified sheep away as it's like, bleating and buying and struggling. So as the 3 sheep are being dragged away, are you guys doing anything to stop it, or are you...
Deuce sees the poor sheep getting dragged away, and he'll immediately cast disguise self to look like one of the mongrel folk on himself, and go up to one of the mongrel folk and be like, "This is my sheep. I had it first. You go over there. You go over there. This is my sheep. This is not your sheep."
This mongrel folk has French?
Yeah, you gave us a free accent time, basically.
No,
it's
Combini
not a
redeemed it, so I thought I'd.
Nice.
Okay, so what would you like to roll for that?
That's surely.
I don't know, persuasion, or am I lying about it being my sheep? Can that be a?
I mean, you are lying about it being your sheep, so I'll
So
say
deception.
persuasion or deception.
All right, I'm deceiving him that this is my sheep.
Your sheep. That is
Whoa.
Lucky.
So-
Fuck it, I want to do it again. No, this is my sheep. I love
Alright,
what I'm using my luckies for this session. This is great.
That is a 13. Okay, so as you're fighting this mongrel folk over one sheep, he like find your sheep, and just lets go of it, and heads back towards the herd. As you guys see, Luca is starting to get really overwhelmed trying to hold off all of these mongrel folk. You see he's getting like clawed and slashed at. He's basically getting attacked by 4 of them now. And now the other one has let go of the sheep and is is going back to the rest of the trying to get to the rest of the herd.
Yeah. Is Annie able to jump in next to Luca, or is he sort of too swarmed to the point of that being
Are you
possible?
trying? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to help him to
I'd like
hold
to
on?
jump in and brandish my shining sword. Short. Fuck. Shining
She brandishes her
short
fuck.
sword.
It's illegal.
And ward and brandish it to frighten off the mongrel folk from attacking Luca or the sheep.
So are you? Is this like an intimidation or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go for it. 14. Okay, yes. So as you manage to squeeze your, like, push your way through the sheep and get to the side of Luca, you draw your shining short sword and try and, like, make yourself as big as you possibly can despite your small stature. And you're just yelling in the mongrel folks' faces, trying to drive them back. They do seem to be a little bit frightened as they back away. I will say at this point, with the commotion of everything that is happening, you see the sheep, like, and the fence being broken and everything. You see the sheep behind Lucas start to like, some of them are starting to run off. Some are starting to break away from this herd. Is there something you guys can do to sort of hurdle the sheep back in?
Yep. Marcus.
Rosenthorn.
Yeah, so Marcus is going to utilize Rosenthorn, and he's going to use, since you barely get chances to use it, he's going to use the nature to think about what he understands about how to herd animals so he can better direct Rosenthorn as a sheepdog.
So, okay, Marcus is the one rolling. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's not
and
animal handling
Rosenthorn
technically,
just
it's not
does.
how much you know about sheep.
Yeah, and how you can best herd them. And similarly to Mr. Wildura, I'm going to use Lucky, as he feels like it's just there. He just needs to remember what Luca told him over a mug of hot cocoa. At 15.
Okay, so you're just like, oh shit, I don't know anything about sheep. I'm a nobleman. I don't know anything about farming. And then you're like, oh wait, no. Luca told me, like, you know, sheep, like, if they get scared, they'll move in this one direction, blah blah blah. And you, with that sort of like memory coming back to you, you're able to expertly direct Rosenthorn in a way that sort of like he like cuts off any sheep that is trying to escape, herds them back into the crowd, and you prevent any of the sheep from straying away too far, from running away in fear. As all of this is happening, one of the mongrel folk that is now lashed onto Luca, you see Luca throw off the mongrel folk and try and toss him as far away as he can. The mongrel folk hits the banister of the shade where it's holding up the shade on the pen, and you see the shade seem to collapse under the weight of the snow and the banister being broken, and it seems like the shade is falling down right now and is about to crush Luca and the sheep herd underneath it.
Oh no.
And also Annie.
And also Annie.
Yay!
Yeah, but, you know, poor guys.
Shit. Is there? I get, yeah. I'm the fastest, I guess. I will have to. Yeah, Bree will probably try and go in, knock down another banister to hold it, or see something tall to just like angle it up.
As in, if you imagine this is being held together by like two banisters right now, one has been broken, so it's like the whole thing is collapsing, and has snow on it as well, so the weight of it is making it drop pretty fast. There's gonna be like a pretty heavy shade that's coming down.
Heavy, oh, bloody hell.
You do
Do I
have the
have
other
anything?
characters with you as well, just FYI. And I believe
The taller ones.
I believe Desire hasn't interacted with any of it yet.
But I've got negative strength, so I don't know what you expect me to do about it.
Well, we've got Octavio and Aragel.
We should get them, I think, to hold it up, because Bree and Desire, even together, are not going to be able to do this.
Or more just like, I want to try, like, it's more of a trick, like a trick shot, I guess. I don't know if there's something, maybe with my grappling gun. Like if I shoot if I'm too far to get it, if I shoot my grappling gun with a rope, can it maybe like be like super taunt and just hold it at an angle? So at least I won't crush them, but.
Okay.
Like if there's a tree nearby, if you can brace it against that or something.
Yeah, or like, when I shoot it and I, yell at Victavia, like, grab me, or Ariel, just grab me, and like, try and like pull it back, kind of thing.
Okay, in that case, whatever you roll, I'll give you advantage on it if you're gonna get one of the other NPCs to help you.
Okay, would it, considering it's, I don't know, I would like to base it on my speed, like my reflex of
that's
like pulling a gun.
oh jeez.
I was thinking sleight of hand, or like survival, just like survival instinct, or just like.
I would say this is gonna be like a quick draw sort of thing to see how fast you draw this. So I will say let's do sleight of hand. It probably makes more sense.
Yeah. Just trying there. Okay.
Yeah, just to see like this thing is coming down. This is your immediate reaction against it.
At advantage, right? With
advantage, yes.
Oh fuck!
Well, that's a good start.
Yo.
Okay, so seeing the shade, the heavy shade come down, about to hit Luca and the sheep and Annie, you quickly fire off your crossbow. It seems to fly through and wrap itself around the banister that is broken. You like put all of your tiny little weight behind it, hold it to try and like pull the banister back into place, to hold it in place, and you just see Arago. You just see Arago quickly put his hand on the rope as well, and you both of you are just using the string to hold the banister back into the place to prevent the shade from falling down.
Yay! Oh god.
Okay, so I'll say as all of that is happening, two of the mongrel folks seem to have split from the party, and you hear crashing from within Luca's house as they somehow have gotten into the house and it seems to be raiding it for supplies.
Okay,
Fireball.
Desire will... I'm out!
No, that's his
Saving
home.
Desire will, poke her head, like, will cast minor illusion on herself to be the abbot again.
Mm-hmm.
And will call out, she'll appear at the door and say, what are you wasting your time here in this shack for? The villagers are fleeing out the front gate. And kind of try to redirect them away from the town.
That would be deception or performance. I'll let you choose.
26.
Okay, fantastic. So, assuming the form of the abbot again, you confront these two mongrel folk that are now like pulling apart Luca's house, finding whatever food they can, stuffing bits of bread or whatever they can find into their mouth directly. You tell them to basically be like, go after the rest of the villagers. Like, this is not your priority right now. They shrink back from your from the way you look and immediately scatter out of the house. Barely pushing past you as they go. Okay, so at this point, Luca has managed to dispatch the two mongrel folk that are attacking him. They've been skewered with pitchforks slammed into the ground. Luca is now helping to pull the banister back into place so the shade doesn't come down. And he goes, go help the rest of the village. I've got it here.
Brave.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the plan of action now? So you hear the rest of the commotion happening from the rest of the village. There was also what you heard from Strom, the blacksmith, earlier as well. You see quite a few of the mongrel folks seem to be darting towards the gates where the burgomaster's house to be, and where now the rest of the villagers are.
We should probably help my apprentice and then head to the burgomaster's.
And hopefully we can hold some kind of fortifications down there.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Let's
go for it.
Okay. So,
let's do it.
Alright, as you guys hurry towards the blacksmith, you hear this foreign sound rings out and pierces the commotion. This loud like whip-like crack that seems to reverberate through the air, followed by you hear Gregory howling in pain. As the humble workshop comes into view, you see Gregory. He's on the ground writhing in the snow. The white snow is smeared red underneath him. He's holding the sides of his neck. You see like blood bubbling out from his lips as he spurts of blood leaks out from beneath his hand. And standing in the open workshop is a single mongrel folk, holding this weird contraption made of like a long tube of metal and a wooden handle. It's like kind of like turning it over, looking down the barrel, inspecting it in a very careless way.
Marcus, what have you done?
Seeing you all arrive, it goes, get away! And points this contraption at you. And you hear this other loud like crack and smoke as the trunk of the tree behind you just like shatters into splinters, showering you completely.
What the fuck?
And Gregory is like, help me! Get that rifle away from it! And you guys see the mongrel folk raise the rifle again as it begins to shoot blindly in your direction.
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to do?
Shake my damn head.
Heal my apprentice.
And he's going to go
You see,
Strahd and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, then in that case, can I have you roll some sort of dexterity or athletics to sort of evade the blind firing that's coming from the rifle?
Yep. Yes, you can. Acrobatics, you say?
All that.
Yes. 5! And he getting shot.
Okay, so I believe the rifle is what, 1d12?
Your guidance, I don't think that'll help, but
Oh yeah, use your guidance, Annie. Oh wait, that's gone. It's 1 minute, isn't it?
oh,
it's
I
one
guess.
minute.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't think 1d4 is gonna help.
Yeah,
you
probably
at
not.
all.
All right, Marcus, can you just roll a rifle attack? Because I know you have it on your sheet.
This would have minuses to it. But, nope. Okay, apparently I set the
Go
wrong
on.
thing. Don't worry.
Rosenthal
Let me
was
just-
preparing himself.
Don't worry. That was a
Rosenthal just repairing himself in the
macro
background.
issue. Anyway, there you go.
Okay, so
Oh,
Benny,
jeez.
you have more than 15 AC, right? You're at 19
Yes,
or
I
something
do.
now. Okay,
Yes,
so
yeah.
you managed to bring your shield up and ping, you hear this like object just bounce off your shield. However, you don't quite get to you having to block this bullet from hitting you. You're not able to get to Gregory in time as he's still lying there bleeding out on the ground. No, I did say someone else can help with this event if they choose.
Use.
So this is a new event, right?
This is a new event, right?
So this is a new
Yeah,
event.
it's
Yeah, so
weird.
this is like a
Okay.
stage, another stage. Yeah. So everyone is now reset again.
Okay, I'll go after Juice.
So Juice seeing this new weapon being fired and exploding things near us, he's like, I'll try and stop him from shooting, and he's gonna like try and like matrix around the bullets and just like try and grab onto him and prevent him from like firing this thing at us anymore, like just like blocking his hand, I guess.
So are you trying to like wrestle this thing out of his hand?
I guess I guess so. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Then yeah. So I'll have you do like a strength, or if you want to do athletics first to see if you can dodge the bullets.
For the dodging, is it not acrobatics?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Okay. Ooh, 22.
Okay, so you managed to weave between this blind firing that the mongrel folk was doing. You reach the mongrel folk and you're able to just like grab onto the musket rifle, and you're kind of like stuck in this tug of war right now as you're both trying to get a hold of this rifle. Gregory's still on the ground though, guys.
I assume Marcus is gonna run to him in the.
Yeah,
I
I'll
feel like it's
say.
all happening at once.
Yeah, this is okay. So how about I'll say this: with Deuce managing to get to the mongrel folk and stop the stop it firing into the crowd. Someone else is able to get to Gregory and like put a hand on his wound and just like stop his bleeding as best as they can, having been shot in the neck. But yes. You'll see. Okay, so at this point, with you guys doing this tug of war thing with the rifle, another bullet goes off, and it seems to ricochet in the workshop, hitting what appears to be a vat of molten metal, and you hear this like huge explosion as the vat explodes, fling hot metal everywhere.
Oof. that seems
Can
dangerous.
Desire like
Not physically
call?
possible.
I'm assuming that there's like some leather apron or something that she can quickly pull up with Mage Hand to cover Gregory's, like just to shield him from whatever sparks and things might be falling right now.
Sure. What do you want to roll for that?
Sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah. Sleight of hand to see if you can find a. I know this is not physically possible. Okay, I didn't take any.
It's okay. It's magical metal. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's magical metal, yeah. It's like when you shoot like gas canisters in video games and it just explodes and kills zombies in its radius. Anyway, yeah.
I'm assuming that like some water fell in it, like, and then when water gets in between it, it like superheats and
Superheats, yeah.
becomes a gas, and then whatever liquid's trapping it tends to like explode out.
Yeah, see, that's probably a better explanation. But yes, that.
As we know, Gregory's not like the best.
He's not.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
true.
So Gregory is still on the ground. His bleeding has been subsided, but with the with this shower of molten metal that's flying out at you guys, everyone is able to dodge out of the way without too much issues. But with Gregory unable to move, Desire, you quickly sleight of hand to bring this thick leather apron that you know Gregory usually wears, flies out from the workshop and covers him just as molten metal almost lands on his body. Okay, so. As all of that is happening, you see the mongrel folk wrestle out the gun from your hands, Deuce. When you're just now clutching it, is trying to run away from you guys, leave the workshop and run away from you guys.
Okay. Oh,
Three.
did you?
Three on my signal, we take him out. And Marcus
Yeah.
gets into the kneeling firing position.
Okay. Are you gonna throw me?
What is happening?
No, we haven't invented the halfling hurler just yet.
What are you kneeling for? I don't know what's going on.
It's all right, you wouldn't. No, because you're a halfling. You don't need to kneel. You just kind of stand and shoot.
Wait, are you doing that thing they did in like Mad Max, where it's like you're resting the rifle on someone else's shoulder to stabilize?
Okay, that
What are
wasn't
you
what I was
doing?
thinking, but now it is what I'm thinking. Bree, can you just hold this and support it and
Are you
help me
fucking
track
kidding
him?
me?
Bree, I need you to help me track him.
Ask Benedict, he's standing right next to you. He's actually tall. No, he's doing it.
Yeah, he's too tall.
We have two free NPCs. Use them, for fuck's sake. Don't use me as a stool. What the hell?
No, you're better than a stool. You're like a tripod.
God, it's
You're a
fucking
bed sometimes,
insulting.
Bree.
Oh, call back.
You weren't there.
Fine.
You weren't there.
So, yeah, Bree, I need you to tell me where he's going with your
Okay.
tracking kind of idea.
With my perception? Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. Okay, I'll give him.
I mean, you
a hand.
guys can see this thing running away. It's not like
Oh.
it's not like you've
gone
lost
already.
sight of it already.
It's more like I want Bree to lead my shot for me.
Predicting where he's going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like insight.
Inside or
Aw.
survival.
I will
Something like that.
allow it. I don't quite understand it, but I'll allow it.
I also don't understand it.
Neither do I.
I'll explain if Bree's successful.
You've tried.
Oh, I'm rolling? I thought you were
You
gonna be.
explain
Okay.
it when we're all.
Okay, I can
You're the
roll.
one rolling.
Alright, insight. I was thinking. Okay. Insight it is. See, I don't even. You don't even.
Jeez.
I don't even need you.
No, you don't.
I don't
Yeah,
even
so with Bree and your knowing how monsters usually move, you're able to direct Marcus in a way to know exactly where it's gonna take this next step.
Can I just flavor it a bit more to the point? Like, I see Marcus is about to shoot something. I just tilt his wrist a
Just
bit
like
more to the
that
right. I just like silently just
Yeah.
tilt it a bit more to the right, and before he goes pew, and I'm like, okay.
Yep. Morgan,
Alright.
are you adding to
And
that
then-
or?
I'll use sleight of hand to take the shot
Yep, go for it.
and say, oh, here it is. Okay. Sleight of hand. 22.
Okay, so you're about to shoot exactly with the mongrel focus, but Bree's like, no, you need to go that way. You need to be like a little bit ahead of where he's about to go.
Yeah.
And you need to take into account like range and the weather and how windy
Air
it is.
resistance.
Air
all
resistance,
that
basically like
stuff.
what snipers have to do.
That's
and
exactly what I was picturing, yeah.
Yeah, and you move Marcus's hand in a way where it shoots and the mongrel folk runs directly into the shot as well at exactly the same time. You see a squawk as it just like tumbles into the snow, the rifle tumbling ahead of you. Okay.
Marcus goes and retrieves the gun quickly.
Yeah, so the mongrel folk is now
Somewhere that no one else can touch it.
Yeah, that wasn't made for you.
Okay, so as the mongrel folk is lying dead in the snow, you dispatch this danger. You see several more guards rush towards the gate, and you hear, "The burgomaster's house is under attack, and the citizens as well. All guards on hand!" And you overhear this captain yell as they sprint past you. So I'll say everything is reset now. We're in stage 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just before we
Gregory
run off
fine?
to stage 3, is Sturm like stable again?
He's still bleeding, but he's not actively dying. So you guys might want to like fix him up a little bit before you run off.
Annie, did you do anything? Can you medicine?
Um,
him?
I
Any-
tried to, and then I
Then you got shot.
had to dodge getting shot.
but you can still choose to interact with another event, so I'll allow this one because you
Okay,
didn't
cool.
succeed on your first one.
Yeah, cool. I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
I'll just let that be a straight. You don't need to roll anything for kill wounds. You know what you're doing. He's lying there on the ground anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. So you managed to heal.
Did you want me to roll hit points for it, or
No,
that'll
that's
be
okay.
enough to stabilize him?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
say use it to stabilize. So Gregory is no longer like sputtering out blood from his mouth, but he's still quite weak as he continues to lie on the ground.
Okay. I'll get
Hey,
We'll
Dylan,
be
we'll
back
go to the
soon.
burgomaster's house.
Yeah.
Stay put.
Yeah, and Rosenthorn can carry him.
Maybe just
Burgomaster's
drag him a little bit out of the range of the exploding vat of metal.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So Rosenthorn just like grabs Strom by the scruff of his neck and just like drags him behind a tree for safety.
Probably not the scruff of his neck, given he has a recent bleed.
Oh, I mean like the shirt.
there.
Sorry, the
Maybe
scruff
throw
of
it
the
by
shirt.
his foot. Yeah, or his
Or that.
shirt. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just completely rips open the wound again after Annie does cure wounds.
No, bad dog. Okay,
Oh.
and then yeah, we'll lash him to Rosenthorn so he can be carried.
Also, you bring him with you.
You know.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like maybe just leave him. This
It's-
is
Yeah, I think Annie with her medical knowledge is going to be like, yeah, let's not lose
Don't.
someone who's in a critical condition.
Okay, 2 issues with just leaving him. 1, it's snowing. 2, his house is not hospitable right now.
Yeah, but neither is the back of Rosenthorn. He's not a halfling. He's gonna get jostled around,
Or
and all his
take him into
insides are
the
gonna end up on the
Burgomaster's
outside.
house.
So he's gonna die either way.
Can
Might
we
have
to
leave
die.
Aragel with him?
You can leave one of the NPCs with him, sure.
Okay.
Who are
Oh,
you
wait.
leaving with him?
Aragel, would you mind?
No,
yeah.
go.
Yeah, stay
Take care of the rest of
Stella in the in the cart, I assume.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look,
Yeah.
thank you. I leave my
Looking for
apprentice with
carts.
you, Aragorn.
Okay, so Arago and Stella is staying behind, so you still have Emrington with you. Just keep that in mind. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Awesome.
so yeah, so reaching the burgomaster's house, and you see it's like utter chaos at the front of the gate. You see part of the burgomaster's house's roof is on fire, as several guards and the citizens, they're trying to like toss like handfuls of snow up to not much avail. Dimitri is lying on the ground, not moving. You see this like giant slash across his forehead. And Anna is madly swinging away at a shovel with a shovel, trying to fend off a pack that's attempting to enter the house through one of the windows. You see Esmeralda really quickly, expertly skewer one of the mongrel folk, downing it completely. However, they are quickly pulled on, held down by 3 other mongrel folk, like sort of like pushing their face into the snow. And the rest of the villagers and the guards are trying. The guards are sort of like made this protective barrier around the villagers that are huddled at the gates of the Kresik, trying to prevent the mongrel folk from getting any closer to them. However, in this commotion, a frightened yell kind of like draws your attention. You see in the distance 3 mongrel folk. They're dragging away a struggling Ilya, and they're yelling, "He's been marked by the angel too! Take him back! One of us! One of us!"
Oh, no.
And you see Ilya kicking and struggling, but unable to escape from the 3 that's dragging him away.
Okay. So 3 are pulling him, or is it just 1? And
There's 3 are dragging him away collectively.
shit.
So I'll say you've got Ilya to deal with, you've got the house fire to deal with, you've got Anna trying to fend off the mongrel folk to deal with, and Esmeralda, and also the Dimitri on the ground, and also the guards and the citizens.
Okay. I guess Bree is just gonna go. Just Kill Bill, red-eyed moment, like I guess with Van Richten, if you guys don't mind me and just zooms in on Elliot, like pretty much will survey the area to get to him the fastest and use her surroundings to just go to him, and I don't know if she could just kind of slash up the guy's hand. I don't know.
Sounds
Just,
like
climb-
you're Shingekiing, but you're doing what Levi does, where he just kind of
Jumps
and
between
keeps
the
cutting
trees.
every item
Yeah.
down.
I don't know how far they are. I just assume climb along the gates.
So
or some
how
shit.
about
Yeah.
how about like a survival check to see what would
Yeah.
be the quickest route you can take to get to them,
Yeah, with Van
and then I
Richten,
can
probably
with Van Richten.
yeah. So I probably I could imagine it like Bree going on one side of the road and Van Richten going on the other side of the road, just going do and just. All right, survival. Okay,
Same,
16.
okay. 17. Okay, I will say Van Richten will probably use his insight to sort of like figure out how to do this because he doesn't have a survival, so I'm going to
Okay.
roll insight for him.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
wisdom.
thanks Van Richten.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, wisdom. Okay, hold on. Wait, is it wisdom or is it? Oh, no.
It's
insight is wisdom anyway.
yeah, plus wisdom.
Okay, but this shouldn't matter too much because you would have succeeded on the first one anyway. So you sort of like mentally mapping out what will be the quickest way for you to get to Ilya amongst all of this chaos. You manage to like dart between someone's legs, slide across someone else, do a kickflip off the tree and bounce off another person.
Okay,
And you
calm
manage
down.
to crush. You manage to like body slam into this group that's dragging Ilya away. They're like knocked over, knocked prone, scattered into the snow. Van Richten, however, doesn't do anywhere near as well. He's also trying to dart across the crowd, but is very quickly pushed back by the guards, just like being jostled and is unable to reach you in time.
That's fine.
But I'll say
Bree
you
has
easily.
this.
But I'll say you easily dispatch the 3 mongrel folk that is dragging Ilya away. I'm not gonna have you roll for like attacks or anything because they're pretty weak by themselves. So I'll just say thematically you can easily dispatch the 3 as long as you caught up to them in time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Can Desire appears the abbot again and try to intimidate the group that's attacking Ez, and booming out like, how dare you attempt to injure them? They have precious parts that match Basilka's. We need that other leg. Leave them intact, or it'll be your heads.
Okay. Do you want? Is this a deception, intimidation? What do you want to do?
Intimidate, just to. I'm trying to not do the same exact thing twice, so I'm trying to make
Yep, go
this
for
one
it.
flavored more like intimidate. 13. I think I'm gonna use my inspiration on just redoing that.
Nice.
Yep, go for it.
Noise.
21.
Okay, so appearing as the abbot again in your booming voice, you command the three that is holding Esmeralda down in the snow to let go of them, and the mongrel folks seeing you thinking it's the abbot is go, sorry boss, sorry, and you see the three of them, you see the three of them scatter into the tree line again as Esmeralda just pulls their head out of the snow and goes coughs up like all the snow they had like stuck in their mouth and is able to breathe again. At this point, you see, as the roof of the house is burning, you see what appears to be this huge slab of flaming tiles slip from the roof, and looks like it's going to land directly on an unconscious Dimitri on the ground.
Ooh.
Rosenthorn, go save him. I choose you.
What are you doing exactly?
Use, grapple to drag him out of the area of where they're gonna drop.
So I can, I'll have you roll maybe a dex check to see if you can get there in time. So, or would you prefer to be a straight strength to see if you can drag him away?
Or Rosenthorn? What does Rosenthorn prefer? He prefers Dex, I suppose. Okay. So 14.
Okay, so Rosenthal manages to, with your command, dart through the crowd, reaches Dimitri in time, and just very narrowly jumps down on his robe and starts to drag him away as this huge slab of flaming tiles crashes into the snow, extinguishes it, but very narrowly missing an unconscious Dimitri. He's still unconscious. You see, the rest of you see Anna screaming as one of the mongrel folk seems to knock her out completely. She falls to the ground, and you see the mongrel folk smash the window and attempts to get into the house.
Cool. So there's a mongrel folk outside trying to get in the house.
Yeah, so you surmise that when you're looking at what happened when they got into Luca's house, they're probably waiting for food supplies. Even with the house on fire, they seem to be pretty desperately hungry.
Do I see
And is there just the one
anything?
of them?
Go ahead.
What was that?
Is there just the one of them?
There is I will say there's probably around 3 of them. Anna was holding off 3, and now that she's been knocked out, one of them has smashed the window, and now all 3 are attempting to climb into the house.
Is there anything around a small coffee table that I could grab and maybe try and block the window from them coming in?
Sure. I'll say looking around, you know there's footstools and small tables or carts around that you can quickly grab, and then I'll say a strength check, or what would you prefer to roll for this?
I guess strength. Can if this is too much, can I enhance my ability at the same time, or is it 2 things?
Yeah. Or what are you trying to do exactly?
Well, I want to do that, but if I could put enhance ability on myself to give myself bull strength, I don't know if
how
it's 2
about-
things.
Instead, since Rosenthorn did his thing, Marcus will just help you
Sure.
and get you the same effect.
Sure. So I'm like, Marcus, help me out with this. I need to reach a little bit further. Block the window.
Ask a
too
tall
short.
person.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Marcus just reaches up and it's like, "Yep, got it."
Ask a tall
Okay,
person.
so I'll have you roll with advantage, please. Then.
All right.
Deuce.
Deuce cast ask a tall person. Go. Oh.
And Marcus will flash of genius, saying, "No, you got to use your lower center of gravity," and you get a +5.
All right. So 17.
17. Okay, so Deus is very is about to get overwhelmed, not able to hold the table up. Marcus is like, no, ground your feet, put your feet into the ground. And so with both of you together, in the correct stance and everything, you're able to push the table up against the window, preventing the mongrel folk from climbing in. And okay. So lastly, you see there appears to be a group of mongrel folk that is now the guards are trying to fend them off the villagers. Most of the mongrel folk seem to have been dispatched already, but this last group is still threatening the guards and the villagers who are now all huddled, squished together at the gates.
Okay. And how many are there here?
I'll say there's maybe 6 mongrel folk here.
Okay.
Sorry, what are they
Yes.
doing?
So basically, they're trying to get to the villagers and the supplies they're carrying. The guards are holding them back. Because the gates of Krezk is not open right now, the villagers kind of squish between the guards and the gate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a new event.
No, this will be the last one.
Okay.
This will be the last event. So whoever has already done one in this section,
Okay, cool. That's all I was trying to figure out.
has everyone already done one, or was
Yeah.
it only?
No, I haven't, but I'm just not sure what I can do.
Well, you are an inspiring leader, Annie. Perhaps you could raise the spirits of these people being assailed.
Oh, that's a great
Persuasion.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I will raise up my voice to the guards sort of that are protecting the townspeople and hold up the shining short sword.
Yes.
You are nailing this
It's
inspiration.
shiny. I would be inspired by a really shiny sword.
Who
And
wouldn't?
be like, I believe in you. You have this. You must do it for Krezk.
Roll for charisma, I would say, because this is your you're trying to motivate everyone.
Gamba!
You're doing that thing that Aragorn does to the whole group before they charge into Mordor. Okay, 17.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, 17.
Okay, so raising your shining short sword, you tell the citizens of Krezk, take your city back! Do not let these people take over! And it's invigorate everyone that was crouching in fear originally, and you just hear as the crowd is empowered by your motivational words, and suddenly the crowd pushes forward with the guards and overwhelms the remaining mongrel folk. You just see them literally using punching them into the ground, using whatever weapons whatever tools they have on them, just beating these 6 mongrel folk down into the dust. Okay, so at this point we're officially out of the skills challenge. So congrats guys, you all did really, really well. Is there anything you guys want to do before I move on to the next point, or as you guys are sort of all of the mongrel folk that has raided the town seem to have been dispatched. There's still a lot of commotion happening, just people putting out the fire on the burgomaster's house, and just making sure and trying to gather the injured people. Is there anything you guys want to do in this few brief moments?
I guess bring the kid back to his family and stabilize health. Yeah, you're just trying to stabilize him. That's or I can come up
and
with
he
an
would be
ex-
going to check on Ilya's health because he was passed out.
make sure Ez is okay.
Yeah, Desire will talk to
Marcus-
Ez and see whether they have any spare alchemist fire available.
Yeah, and Marcus will try healing up Dimitri so he can get out.
Okay, so Dimitri is brought back to life. He was just knocked out. He wasn't he wasn't he wasn't dead or anything. So Dimitri comes back. Esmeralda is just like seething with like what happened to them, and it's just like, oh, these goddamn mongrel folk! How dare they raid the town like this? You can see like they seem to have gotten a lot of fight back in them. With the citizens and the guards and everyone else, you put out the fire that was burning on the burgomaster's house. And what else did someone say they were gonna do? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
No, it's just, yeah, for me, I don't know what you were referring to. Just bring the family back together. Make sure everyone's stabilized health-wise. That's it. I don't know what everyone else said. Fire's out.
Yeah, and he'll probably also see if there's a spare, if Ez has a spare potion lying around.
As does tell you that they do have a few vials of alchemist fire and a spare potion, but up in their room in the abbot's house, they don't have it on them right now because it's not something they would usually carry on them, but they do have it, it's just not on them. Okay, so as you guys sorry, keep going ahead.
No, I think we'll just kind of send some villagers up there to grab some of these things to don't cheeky. He's just chewing on the end of my pencil. What was I saying? Yeah, just in case they need to fortify a little bit more, that they should kind of hole up with the alchemist fire, at the gates in case of the mongrel folk coming back.
Okay, so so a few of the under your direction, a few of the citizens managed to retrieve the alchemist fire and the potion that as previously mentioned from their room. So Annie, you have the potion if you would like to take that. And
Yes,
okay, I'll let you heal up on your own. But yes, so now they're just like, okay, everyone is just sort of like calming down from this huge commotion that was happening, and at this point you hear actually no, you don't hear. Okay. At this point you all see what appears to be a beam of sunlight, like pure sunlight, descend upon the sky and hover and like lights up all everywhere where everyone is standing at the front of the Crescent gates. As you see the abbot descend upon the sky, wings unfurled, radiance just sort of like emanating from him, and he goes,
Uh-oh.
"You rats, it is time to dispatch you all." And that's what we'll end today's session.
Oh, man.
Was
what we're gonna
there
do.
any chance we had an opportunity for a short?
Absolutely.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, at least the mongrel folk are taken care of, right?
Yay!
we couldn't possibly have made him angry, right?
We stabbed him twice, right? We stabbed him. I stabbed him once. Marcus
I
stabbed him. Yeah.
once.
Okay. It wasn't bad.
Oh boy.
It was good though. It was good. You guys managed to get through the skills challenge without any issues whatsoever, really.
Hmm.
You guys are alive for now.
For now, everyone listen to how she says for now.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
Sandra just
Cool.
giving inspiration to desire. Sandra has just given inspiration to desire.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so save that for the next session. Okay.
Ah,
Again. Yay.
Battle the Abbot Part 2.
Battle of the
Well, I was
Abbey.
hoping- I
Boogaloo.
was hoping to get it done in part 1, but some fucker decides to banish it into another realm. So
Yeah. So it went from
Some fucker.
the clash at the Abbey to Rumble and Kresik.
and now you got a bunch of villages that you're gonna have to deal with as well.
Oh man.
Duh.
Good.
Oh boy.
But you got you got rid of most of the mongrel folk, so we will see what happens from there.
Oh man.
I'm
Oh,
Should be a
convinced
good
that it's
time.
all gonna be fine.
Mhm.
everything's gonna be definitely fine this time.
Definitely
Indeed.
fine. Don't worry about it.
You made him mad.
Yes, you'd be mad now.
Oh, he was fun to roleplay with, though.
Oh, you do.
Well,
talking
if
like
you'd
you're
like
gonna
to
kill
stop
him.
fighting him and just give him your vocal cords, I feel
Yeah,
like that's an option.
You can always do that.
Yeah, we can
I feel like
parlay.
he'll probably want a bit more now. Mm.
Okay. All
Ooh.
right. So just 2 people on the stream. We do have a few scheduled clashes coming up next month. So currently we are estimating that our next session will not be on the 5th and 6th, but will actually be on the 12th and the 13th. So that's exactly a month's time. And if there is any changes, we'll let everyone know via our socials. But yeah, we're just gonna have to switch things up a little bit in March just so we can cater to everyone's schedules. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I need
In
to.
that, in that case, I guess we'll see everyone then. And
Are we gonna
even-
raid another stream or?
no, I think we're gonna skip it for tonight. I don't see anyone on right now, and I didn't realize we were gonna end
Sure,
early, so I didn't like
on.
go and look beforehand to see who was on. So we'll skip
Okay,
it for
never mind.
tonight.
All right.
Yep. Oh, good. I wanted to end it a little bit early because otherwise this fight would take way too long, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All
yes.
right.
All right. We will see. We'll start off with that in our next session. So, thank you guys for joining us today, wherever you guys are. Stay safe, unlike these guys. So, we will see you all in a month's time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.